Area de Shema Maya Mamunyana, I am Wakwaba Sonko de Bami Mainti so. I need 100.9. Ye tragu a free shop house, Wabeka Junction and Crime. And I will call Facebook and YouTube on so ye tragu live or hall. Production crew I crowd Jordan Yadman Gerald Sajman Free Ma a Bankro and Nana Yasafo. One a year Mubo Michidom. I'm the Jumedia Yabesomo. The WhatsApp line they activate here 0503721744. 0503721744. Wait video message in a comment no dia fa no kama e be kenkan e de amount. Ewie is ye tena se na ye de Jumedia brewa na e ye Kunu Ghana Limited for Madaroma. One aso ya sinema omo boy chidom ye de aba. Kunu e de nyarewa hodo pi ho aduro e no omo de aba. Arba bazen pills so omo de aba ye mama. Danso na hunchun capsules so ye mam emema. And after Mr. Kion so meme dro back and a cane tablet so a man meme nyina will be ho sensem e wo how bia. Omoden say obema won sa ka cane tablet be beboa wo yie. Dem say me no fit. Obesa won sa e ka kunu fo mu nro bia obetimi atoa wo mo e wo Islegon na Champion Junction. And also obetimi afro 0244139176. 0204139176 and 0274139176. From Bejo, so na baby to no bia okwa obenyomu nrebi at all. Ebusia me din edema me BIAMAH AKWAFO me na me di dwumadi ho chia me frisa break ko sese no 9 ebebo. Don't go about Pausima Eduasa and son. Make out say na ya wada July bosome yekita on sabosome de to so 9. Thursday 4th July 2024 in the year of our Lord. Yada trade up on Yankropo ase won pempenso de ababedru. Sanya na domo anka me no mienu nke nim baby ye fa ye be fa mpo. Na yeda ye kra na nke yan sorry aka bi sanya me asembe. Ena wie bibi kakra me dem ato kotodwem ene se onkoso e wa abrabom uyiye yo e wa abrabom ne gina wa so onkoso ene uyiye yo e wa abrabom no e gina wa wo so ejiri se wote me se ubedi yiye ebehia wo ebeya ode ebe sa abrabo no betumi abo ne yiye akowanimu a ejina wa nkasa so edi hunu nipa a wode wo ho bebo wo mo a ebeboa wo e wa abrabom nipa anase wo mu a se eto ne ye din a wo frɛ wo mo ombeje wo so ne mo manye wo mo a aben no obedi wie na eka ase no a wagya ho no mo akọ eti hunu nipa a wode wo ho bebo wo hunu na mfofo a wo befa ananamfo a wo befa ebeboa wo ena enipa a wode wo ho bebo wo mo nso no roni eka say surround yourself with people with positive energy enipa sabio ensema wo mo ka wo mo ne ye suban a wo mo da na din nyina e kire niema pa e kire nkoso e kire yeyo echire mpuntuo enye obi asebe obebu abam enye obi a wokọ anim anu otwe san enye obi a wone ne ka sumsem no oka kira foforo etre ho nsem enti hunu nipa association a wodo ho ebebata won pa ho bo obi a openkoso obi a opeyeyo empo wo wabam bu no no ono ehye nkran pa ho bo saafo no na wodo ho bo wo mo a womo beboa ama botaye a esi wani so no watimi adru ho enipa womo inspire wo enipa womo be encourage you enipa womo kita positive energy to move you forward abrabo no mo ani na ho na fa ho bo saafo no what you say obi ho no mo we otwotworo mu twopa ezo no po ahwe ase eniema kase ebetimi abam obe enjoy nanso it takes time a sign take effort a sign take sacrifice and sana saade no etimi abam what you say enti na bible ka say wona wo twen awurade no ade nyina enye bio samo or say all things ade nyina di boa won na ewie won yie ade azie enti so far as abrabo ne da ho no mo a de wo ba bia pese wuduru no unuru ho no once you have not won it is not over yet. When it is over, that means you have won. And to keep trying. Oswa ne koso. Jere wo ho. Emme bibie mu wabem e wa brabonum. Sa brabo no de niema din a ebema wasu, ebema waboto aba eba. Jina pinti na kira brabo no se wanyini a wonsoso ache. Unyo obi asebe wabam bu ntem. Adwumaden ebu musuo abasa so. Iti no na wie yi medi gya fa to kotodwem na dwendwen ho na beboa fa beboa eye ni 0.9 FM eno aso egu a wotie no safe na wo de afidie no ato ano mo a e kanfo ama wo ese me manti na wotie no obebia awie yi wo de afidie no ato ha me ma wa ha emo akwa abaso enchiawo enko ema miankasa me wo fa nimpon a enye nchen Honorable Boachi Ejako. Honorable Webia will be a real me. Good afternoon. And then me too far, no mako Gan North. Gan North municipality. I'm your office and our here will be my one fan sending me what's happening. So why? 0503721744. No, I Gan North for one more assembly. No, a half an office. No, tell me why. Honorable Simon Sechim, baby, I will be a way memoir. And I Jenny Boatin and na I'm my henny or two for my henny and no. And I baby, I will be a real Sumichia Bonnie, Bomi Moasamau. Dr. Shadraka Jete Soa, last one. Chief, baby, I will be only a busia phoning Yina, Auntie Marian, Clemente, Ene Castro, nomine, Omweka Hunyina. Mema obia good afternoon, a special one. Dr. Christopher Ampedu, the Samaritan. Dr. Baby, I will be a memoir. I'm Safi, Uma how, as me word, and I'm a chomba. Prophet Kofidro, Papa, one of my reta, a ye, Memamoha. Last week, me bo papa, the papa say, ye be a mammy tio. Papa made a sippy. There be a would see me when a Reverend Eugene appear red do any Auntie Sandra or red do Mrs. Bakope. Mechiamunyana Emma mo aha awie. Me mama akosu afre mo se pare. Dancing about papa pa Kate Jemfua. Awie me mamunyana good afternoon. Edo asesa won so do afidie no ato ase won so mechia papa. And some Ghana, na tora bi na nsem ne bisisi a wodwene ho te ase enye yi. Obisa wote ase na kyesa wa anwene ho. Ei! Enema bebre ase afa no fom bi sei. Na no, be wo ha de jane na namkrofo ayi social media so amenkwohwe a. Obi na si akonkon yi a ye hiri no ye dede na de a. Ofo abo ko jan. Na me say, na one de ne ho ato no ayednesi akonkon me hwe ade idi na me hwe caption no omsia wawu na ene de ye furu ni enei edi last respect na wo he last respect na da bia ye ka se obi wu a amamre akamemu obi wu a eye very sacred ene ne ne masesa na ko obi wu a etese obi ewu a wumpie o Oya koda krade ne no krade what onsuom obi empio obi wa ye nidi na baby atam say din enso na make say nipa no obe 90 plus o ye wawu no 90 plus ye di obuo ne ani die ye di asiesie no na yakope no krabe kama eni die kwan so Ejini yasu obi wu a yankana chi asambone. Dene di yefa he. Mete say a Ministry of Health kra issue statement. concerning sadie. Because and then yare bebre aba. First kra no obi wu a na daka your fence fridge ni ade ni ho no. Ye de nyanya, ye de gu ne so. Ye de akra no ene na hama hodo obi omo anim fam no omo nim. Ye de akra no. Ne nei die. Ewrade. Ye do kwabra ne asi akonkwo obi a wawu o. Enya no nko a obi ho no mo a se wo ye die mpo. So wo twa ba fufuo no owu ya. Na wo mo ededa fence wo mo edide funu no. Oma ye wadura ye woma. No oma hyehye ne de na gina woma no ho a chese ogina ho a wo fufuo na funu ni gina ho. Hey! Se bia edie mpo kra menka. Wo ye dia oye funu daka no owu ya. Eno kra ya no mo ye omo funu okay omo funu daka na mo ye ne sei. Woto nwom no owu ya na bia no de ni aye funu daka etese microphone. Na bia ye de akwakosie no. Obo anu mo a adwuma bia wo ye ne ahwe ho ne ye de adeda ne se huhu. Ene mafuoi. Yesra mo hwe. Sa ade na obi di obi si akonkon no. Me si obi di obi. Wo mo de funu. Efunu si akonkon no. Edi sanka yare bi wo ne ho. Ena nam sa yare no so na ma nipa no wu yi a. Eti gamba da mo a mo ye se asante achim ho ba bi na sa ade no esi ye. Endi mo fa ni si akonkon, mo a mo twetwe no, mo a mo so ne ha, mo a mo ye ne se no, eti gamba dan. Mo me nya hwe yi o na sabi sua tra bi a sabi mpadu asaboni mo a edi jimi na nam. Sa ade ye kasan. To bi awu. Na nkura wo nsuro. Ena nipa de wo nso ni mo aye do extra o. Because I na tie. Ako fesi akonkon. O nyina so nsuo sone no o. No matter shesha amaheshe ne ntade amode ahye ne so mabɔ ne diapers mo ne de ban yi o. Wo de na nsuo nwunu no it definitely nsuo ni bi beso obi so. Ifuru ni nsuo no ebi beso obi so. It is a yare bi na eye no na yare na very contagious. Dika kuromu nyinara afina na Ghana Health Service mbaba bana frɛ wo mo na mo mese na mo gya yen na mo fi yen. Some of the problems are you face yen ya na the cause of those problems. And is say obo ni ani die na ye de ma sebe emu anase obi a wawu ana efunu no saa de na pepa anase san mesrɛ mo me ye nya hwɛ yie ni emfa obuo ni ani die ai safata ye de mafunu ese nipa somasi a wafiri mu me de me last respect e koma na nunti e na kamamu ye boka esie nipa yesi ayi efense nipa wu anasa nipa wu anansan se nipa wu anasa anko bi wu a eno ana se ye tam no ne akoto na twene ba bia keke ya bepe ye ba bia tena nipa wu anansan yenim se oman bi wo ho ye asamado enti se wodi bone na ye nananom efrɛ wo se brasamado ne be yi wo ho ano a ɛhɔ na wo behu enti wo behwe na abusua ba akono wawu eni bosumi na wetu aso yes wo bon samantoa edi asem ni na ye me de pass Ghana Health Service anase minim se Ministry of Health and so a wo nyina issue statement concerning this se suatra bi wo ho no mo a ye sebe jimi pa ye hwe ni anya saade no because morally enye right and na health wise so no yade betimi apie afiri mu aba na no ko ya beka se wo na na bere bi ono hye dem a wo dwen ho no ono na ama yade aba beka na sebe wo samfo a wo kokodi eti wo me nya hwe yi edi se ne mi bisan se matiefo a menemo na ebo ha ene mu stay focus ene ma ye word pa wo be divert asem no me yi wafiri so enya politics asem e me kan se we aban na ye ena we ye NDC na we ye MPP we me de to form e famfo onfre wo mo anim fence obi wu a e kire nsem ne ade wo mo anim saade no senso ni omo ye na ye a mo nkama me hunu de bia me na mafom kwan a ne ye hunu 0302 243540 Sɛ ne ɔmo yɛ ne kwan so ano no biama we de mfumso bi ne ho di biama we de wa ha woni aka we de me no be ya adwene wo ma me reasons a meto ase na me no wa ya adwene aside that dear. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Mami BIAMAH.
If I told you baby afrefi.
Media ni sika branch am kasa fi san o ma do du ko.
Okay. Yetio.
Mami BIAMAH wo say o kan to say me a omo disrespect ni pa no. But normally omo yes anu so agin omo say last respect no omo de mani pa no. Sa na yo ma agin. Nti ono fo say waso anu no. Waso anu no eye bibi a to bu bi a nipa no so mmoma no. Enti no yes aba de ba kwa say yes ne so ne say nipa no wa film. Yes ade no koto motre na e wo eye nipa ro me wo bia ne yare eku no. Enti obia ne yare eku no na even say wodi sia na nya yare boni e san kwa na eku no ne yare na koto a otimi akonya infection efi obi a ono wawu a yare boni na eku no. Enti na say motre say wo be sha no person no obi wu a yare ne be fie ni abejare no. But say so obi wu a yare no motre and yade na ba nti yade wo be so wa pepepe. Yeyi wa ni yese watare yade da oni yade atompem. Sese na de yesa de na fie wo be wo kada yesi o kada ni bi ewu ni akofa ne yade na tena moto so. Na obi tie kire na wa kire ne se na be ya funu dead body ne ntofem. Yesra ban sre Ghana Police Service, sre Ghana Air Service. Anya ma ro mo mani nkan. Na especially MTC di phone mu gina kwan no mo wu bibi sa o so mo arrest nipa yesa de no. Yesra o ma nya de papa yesa o so. And ni kwasi asoso sa asem we so o ma animu.
That's it. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, I'm BIAMAH AKWAFO.
Mbacho din ene baby afrefi.
We Dr. Numa Yetema 22.
Yo, Doc Yanko.
That's it. Michelle na jenim mama hene kana nchia we bia na zula yo nchia no. Mame first thing ka nipa wu a ka wo yakwara kwara sisi obi awu kan ka wo ntwa bontene. Enne ambulance ba kwara de dinka ko hia sansa na kan pampa ba man pedifa kwa ko yi body no. So that's it. Enne ka first nka obi wu an ka busuafo anka sanka na so ne fu ada ka ne kwa ko fie. Enne ni hobio ne busana sa bo ka ko fa ko fu bia si ye wo mo na dide wo mo so fu sie fu. Ne ye charge busua no. Obi am ka sa ke bi ko ne busan ko bo eni bi o. Na o mo na ya wo mo ye said man o say o mo na help insure I was ministry. Anyway say no eni bi wo mo so no gusa ekura nya ya adwuma papa. So obi wu ne ko so no. Ya tiku a ya na say ya me tweri kwala say o mo kuru fu yefu o mo dare ndan efu etutu fu. Enu na nya adwuma o say ye so Ghana say be company say be ku nipa it be tweri ko for how it ku nipa na man kwan say or right it is a man kwan no balances ni kuro da bi but I say tweri na e ka ministry no e ka one from 94 ban for 94 one amendment e wo le road sun o mi say man ni na o cancel no because mo ma no wo bi wo na body less ni pada say ni na wo tun ko so wo huri no wo ni say e no say mi nyansa be no mu e no be ma ni pana ban kom.
That's it. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Minya MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO. And area you about Juma Mediade. Champion Fuseni Adams and Free Ashama. Now the Oje Metatru.
Down.
Oje Metatru for me, but what is the meaning?
Kafra, Pachem,
And I'm a Boa Basu, many opportunity, my mentor on Abu Joshua, Midu Akamba, and I'm Joe Ashama. Kakam, a person mechanic, Sabi Funa Yafano, a dynasty of Hong Kong, near the UBC, no craning Yami and Chay. Because now, first, young Kuramu, young Kurabrim Kranam, Otis will be Ukrana. Meanwhile, now it's a Yama who saw my Mr. Demu, you could be coordinating. Then the Akabana pen a pretty different base up on Quantre and Kurane and Penifua. Enjoy you. It's your best. I had a question second. I live with Nippon Hokana, best prediction now. I can not get a fine. It's your best room with an animal radio. Momo besides you. Besides you, and maybe I said Mufasu, yet me for Mufaso. I'm said it to be 2024, and this is where I'm coming about my Baba.
Hey, the one for we and chat was an anya day. Oh, Debbie. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
But your dinner baby afrefi.
So I saw Japan, make a separate my oil refinery.
Yeah, for it you.
Yeah, I'm BIAMAH. Where am I? My mom only do my part with the mom mine. Now go on to one kind of. BIAMAH. A woman was the issue now about my and David, but Mestro.
But what Debbie, over divert here, and you may you
David,
go straight to the point.
die advent bi na esisi wo motorway abre bi esinda no pa asasi e ma nipa fomu o se motorway no ufiri ashama e ba na opa azoway no ho a brebi bridge ni say e na minister of road ebe ye bridge no e ye ko kwan kama but omu ye bridge ni we guide I say omu di si bridge no ho in case a car be too far na guard na save the na bakwan man be ma guard ni ho no me no ka say car be free Nigeria or bagana ha say obedru wo no e be de no obetom otom no nipa no mien say omo ka no mienu ye ba ko maame no e se no okuta akwala na nsuo no so ayiri wo bridge ni ye hwehwe akwala na bre ya hunu nti man be amextra wo de so lama no personal number kra me video de ade e de abro na me fia no so ana me call efunu na asam so man be ama wa hu say o man we mu ayewo no ekuo bia no kwan ofa so kura ne mu but ye nuanu mu wi wo ho no ma omo ye amana agency on the DSC ye me obi ani wo ye 100% but as a Islam ni pa funu de enye common say obohu ta de usta because of ye hwe ni say nipa ni free mu a ono nanim be bia owo e na ono nanim condition a owo ne dia ne say obenya ahumobra ama ne na mo abompa ya ama ne say ni wia so obae say ye papa o say ye boni o nyakopon nya ahumobro engu no so no wonya baby pa enye de entena but obi be kwa ko free a obohu say yakofa spinach mbaba wa she skate na say na njumu different eba na nipa na wa free na okọ no munim baby a okọ na munim na bra obebo o wia timu ase so a munim judgment e da ho de ma no nti ye bestre obi bia ni wa ye perfect momu de but nke be ya enuanu mu bi nsua ye Islam for kwan a ye fa so de respect ema emu because Islam ni de ni mu de enye common say obi bia so ma obi foforo awu emu no kura apart from na busia ne ndanwofo krampo no woni ne nye tight too much a ye mbie mu no so ma wo hwe nti ma mbia ma topic ya wo de abai ye mu bia ye penti ye pa a ye pese ye nyini che no ye tie topic we serious callers nsama o mo kan ebetima abo ebetima agade e meso e mu bi ade e de abo ye bra ma e de akanche intimba e bre bi ma me ba radio so be my opportunity say e ma serious caller bi ka asem bi say enti me ba me de tu mi ti na me de ka che also ndem hwe na bi an ye de ankoto me da se papa ye se
men so me da sepe hello good afternoon
MAAME BIAMAH ho fa kwafo
yes orobon yanko
papa ya se me credit nyina waka wasema wi aka be ka
afra
MAAME asamanyi wa fidi kasi Fatima Abubakar information minister obuade papa nyangopo nshira no Mr. Tawa Japan zoom la yo pane papa ni podjuma nyangopo nshira no MAAME me say ene osua trew so tafra te bayi o mi ni mu ne maka o me yakwala no so bi wu ye fia MAAME 1 month ye no aduane wo fie ho fufuo kura de ko be yi 3 months kura ne ngoe because me yakwala na ya fumu wo nsamampom enti me MAAME di kan a me po school a o te bra be didi me MAAME me yedru ha na ma touch the bed school dia me be twam wo nsamampom wo no wo sama na atamtom ya ane wo ye nyina ba kwa samando oh azu na idie obi wo fie kura na akwala jira no hwe han akwala be 2 years no hwe han onstro se ani bia na ababuru so se ye die yo odwe ho a onti ate o se wi ase na ekọ na wi ye nti o me se adment ase kanesi han sen efu bi enipa be 4 ana so funu na omde sa azonto azoni achiaro ni akwa ayata kwa fam o mama so ye boy ensem I like MAAME oni nyangopo nya juma baba
me da sepe hello good afternoon
BIAMAH soldier.
oh alaji 1
BIAMAH police.
alaji 1
Da bia ntina me domi yiri.
oh alaji
Po ajuma pa.
me da
Nyankopon sira wati.
amen
Mama obia dada wati. Okunu ye ba ko pe alaji gadu.
no
Na me sira wa wiyai.
amen
BIAMAH one will say with the topic is very very important. And binumasi fununu dia said the last respect. Me the last respect there, and him say obi funu nkwa. ese mumbo mpa mani pano because unim babi ofrubaye na unim babi osako na biama na unim se binum kula timi kotofunu akoye ho ayi abra funu no nya na busiani me bwana ya di sadia no aye business na se sia wu nipa no anya wa busiani na wu ko gifunu no osie no nti mpa boy we ba ni se na ebe ko yi amaye biama mu aya mu ya muslim sufo no se sia me gado mi no kasai se nya me gime nkwa se sia la I chance on be mama ne be 2 hours to 3 hours. Se man bie mani a eno anu no. Wo be ti se la ila me ko amene mununu. Ya am fa ko to bia nsiami, ya am fa su bia nsiami. Kakra e kanu se me jae busiafo a ye de onu na be hwe omo. Na se sia na wo be ye nuanom se de ye poka wo funu hu. Na dress na ye dressi kale sikaseye tuwa nipa no wagya akire adena yam pasas kanu hwe ye wagya omuno na omuso nyine bedane bibi papa wow nti yanyina aha yanyina nyamesum no baako nyame baako na yanyina esum
Meda Sialaji, Meda Sipe. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Yama.
Alan.
No one to say,
Yes, Wadum. Yanko.
Yanko Ponchao. Anyway, Mr. Nampa, Ediama, Honorable Abu Bakar, Sadi Boniface, and Mr. Flip. Now, Mr. Nampa, my Honorable Chifalan, for the Chairman, Yura, the next president. Now, on short topic, I would have food there. What was your canino? The woman who offer one and every prayer will not see a day to them crying a cat for a urawa. A yet thing so do raw. And so a net and the only Yama Bentino. So for and Kulan Krenina, 18 you go shift Sabio, Obia Wua, Itaye Janapan, a practically no aqua or Bonamia Poma. Canino so can't a bat as well. Wouldn't cut down here, when you saw an uncle Russian. And you know, Ghana, and if you Edru, and only Yahuna, Yadequanisan. But you know, Mono say, I'm finding for so the entity, I ever go up from. Not say you caught that in trade here, or be free Munaya man cranko. Not say the walk around or who for cry, ultimate corona. You bet me up one, Tinana man for. Di pa anam paying for a couple for ni yeni anam ya papa nam ay malam ni ay for no ay limam for no almost on share on so from any more ya ma any ya dachi ho ban ni yan hwe eniama e babu ama Ghana atumpo na ma stra Ghana for say ona ko chifala nkojo chema
Meda Sipi, Meda say. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, man. Maybe I'm a Kwame and Tiffany.
Kwame Yanko.
Make a free tissue, baby. I find that's it. I'm a kind of tongue. If you know I maybe I'm a police in me. I'll cramp on the Sabi. I'll be a accurate look, Masiaba. May I say, what come with you and the woman? I see a back police in me. When you now cry, it is a funu or be so funu now, will be you did not say police in the mature. I are not growing a woody. It is a police for crime, Procra, sir. Walk away, compare this other will be a different BB, will be a do be a simoto so. No police in the I no crowd, dear mammy, dear man here. I no crowd the union free. Because I got the all control be say, Waswa, will be baba. But I'm also acquire respect as well. As you say, I'm not a member at home. So, do you fish a maya or my abaka fish a mano? Obi now be our cabin ya near to meet the next chance at the honor necker. Nina is acquire fashion or a drew baby, we are saying that the Agana, you are Unu. I tell baby because I have a Ghana for none at the buy. Enti saa de ne de ma me de ama yentimi nyim firim. Ay ade asise abaka ya setena ho. Ana akoya respect so a yenim se ye di show saa ifuno no respect. Enti de am so metum a kire no no.
That's Kwame. That's CP. Good afternoon.
Memo ha.
Oh, Papa Kebi, Nampacho, what to say?
Janko Panda Roma, Nede,
The Christus, Yanko.
Mame, money yo, Mame, what Assembia, may catch them with the Bia, some of the other today, a yepa, Nadebia, may catch them beach them, or mine, say, yes, to me, and yes, I am, and Mammy, you forget it. We are back on so called DC for no, Meka, a bino, and I know, and it also. Mitie professors be what GBC TV. Mommy, I don't want to be no are so stubborn personal use the word useless. And for some reason, so this no and one more mommy. Wait a year one more do environmental whatever will come be a woman will be. And you're very dangerous. Yeah, can't free to take. Oh, yeah, 2 years man go your fish no I'm also back. Wait, this will be my catch now. Sadiano, yet the whole sa near United can say, ya, not the answer. Now, Quasso, Nanka district to be a this, no one is to a different be one be one mono. One no, what's what there? Said no. I dear were you to say, ye Cromo this. Now, yes, district bylaws, no. Me, I at the Amaya district, no. Yeah, way, me, I want to put this woman so. One more here be my boy or mine. Anyway, and one more this CC office. Be there, Cosso and Pano. Yeah, yes, you know, I suppose me as no idea that you have a boo. No, dear. And the young and young my said what you are today. Yeah, me, I can refer to D3 and Mintina. Yeah, not your pocket be behind here refer to MP. Media, now, MP for that. Yeah, done in your mouth, coming to watch, my so.
That's Papa Kebi, Medas CP. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, mommy.
If I showed in baby, Africa.
Roman Joy, Matessity, Yanyano.
You. I try no one on this one, my uncle.
Yo, mommy, BIAMAH. Roman Joy, because of Yanyano. Mommy, ya can afford study. May ya tribalism, ya can afford. Ya wanyan quarter. Come. Na can quarter. On the Sunday, the other day. Or ya maybe be an ambulance, be a war by and a what the different quarter deal by far for a year. Emma, a woman there, Subana say, we have some look with it. There's still original can follow what they need them, my woofu. The more pepe. Na me momede Adam with the York here, the corona wire the number. Manasa, I said, me see watch a low. Make it news in war, other platforms too. I said, me see watch up. Stand and rent, and I was you from Lumbo. One way basse. The next 3 days now, you come one paying for no. What's the mind? But we win the papa. In all when I was you from Mocha Camera, no. What's the man on?
I said, no, maybe I see way. Joy.
Also, war at some eastern region won't clone below. And when I was here for the 3 in 3 days, and I wire mambrano, and my Yimpana ultra cambrano, Wasamano, and my wabana come with ya, and I Yimpano wing a papa. Also, Wasamana there, not a blend and a clone promo. Of the mammy crum, into a mamma quandano, and called the workers in one of my minute and a papa no more obey you won't see. And then 3 days was a my papa no, in a mocha camera bar, social media. And but as a missy actually, this is a social media and couple, a journalist, what can for no, when trying to more in that 3 days to pay me and Ukrainian.
What's it? One more swire and the mummy and say,
yes, on 1 hour shift when number 3 a bear last week in a case in the BIAMAH, I don't. Well, yeah, news now in the 3 days now, why I'm no. One correspondent, war intimate.
Wow.
When you look at the on 1 hour shift for no class, now 1 with 3 will. It's a journalist, what they like, some now what? It has done on me. This is so. You the young on my war blast and as war blast, I will go wolf name.
but original akanofo no ema obi aba respect for commerce and asabi infancy name na akaya dam owo mi be de o blast ne ja ho na wo mo wo de nko ma na obi nti alo
It has sippy. Hey, some penipa. Nipa pen ho asem. Hello.
Krobia Santi Kotoko.
Nebonzu.
Kiti Asante no.
Oh, nebonzu.
Kuma pemwa pembeba. Pempem sadi akire ma pia o. Oye mo nyame aso ndie kan.
Amen. Anka onso.
Ene wa wunu aba gifty oware. Deputy CEO national secretary.
Yeah. Ene gifty awada.
Mo nyame shira pa anti se nyakopon shira me nua be maka bo same na foreign and campaign manager. Dia me kan say man biama. Ewia so hu. Dia wo be na sase so bia no se nyakopon to no safre wo a. Sa die na ye se ye diga kwai. Enye bone. Sa mi wodi saba na ebo nsu. Me ye contractor. Na se me wu a contractor for na be so me ye amane ne amamre e de mame. Ukọ epo. Na se ukọ sedo a yes, we are see baby. And Kennedy, yeah. Who call someone who walk on ta? No baby, I say not some baby. Not some consider no man, you will be a mana, make drama name, anya, mamma, mania, mamma, make one buy. So, who consider us with Christian, you are a Christopher never see you. Who you come for? I come for back home where you are say at the town. And what I say? Ntiano dear, to be a sad year no. So far as young and construed here, a man in your mamma walk gun as a no, and as a sister baby, I know. I've often called so many carboa, Omutika, a guy go so as a kind of ye. Yes, a cannon for fully for the war, and challenge it, what for the woo. Mamma tell us among young Kundi, what do you know?
It has sippy. Hello, good afternoon. What happened?
Now, I want to say.
Mr. Adomo, Mitiase.
A big kind, me bow abaso, a futua, ya, oba, o de mine. Bible crack has a no man can be ordained any two nippers. A futua, ya, o de mine, that was. Now, Usia, a year, Nana Egenim Boating, I was even to say, Otiano.
Mate.
Now, near Ukan, Nipa be brain yanti as you. Nye efun a odada kamu asem na wukan.
That's right.
Nipa na yifun na fira adaka no na omo de ato wom kon ho. Ni aba bia ma ne amenu no beka na no nkre. Nipa yes anu emu miensa wu.
Wow.
Nye se efun no da adaka mu. Efun a ya de da na omo apagya de asi wom kon ho de twa krom. Na no e ba ga na hada be. Yes re won. Ni o me bi wo ho na me bisa se nipa no no ni abusua. Oni abusua pani. Oni ebusua pani sabe obi wu a ebusuafo na hwe ye bibia nti se wo na damfo no anase odide fun ne ade nti se mo ba na fun no mo apagya fun mu a mo de esi mo kon ho a ene so e ba da ben esre ganafo na mini aba bia ma mesrew enura atikurete bi ba hwe ase wo moto we so na minu ana eka ye mpanimfo e wo omanyim ya me di wo ho ya hwe foreigners ba omu lodu ka ya mini aba onim saka no body no fa na e waye we lodu ama body no fa ene waye ene edan truck no eno mi di 3 hours e wo motorway ne so omu ba towa omu ntwe bi de mpa so pempa ne nya wo mu ene omu sai ya kwan omu lodu ama kan ekokra nko ne ye wo mpanimfo tie o memu a wo mo hwe okwa Africa ni Malia ombe ma kwa mo waye sa mini aba mo nka ho asem man me da CP
me da se. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Bianzi.
What you doing, baby?
Original Kukwasi, your connection.
Original uncle.
Bianzi, your topic, and we are with you. Yanan Kayako, say, Ghana, I want. Some manotio. Between the Ghana as a sino. Ye serious or near maybe. As a BPI fan tra. Your first time can be an animal person, your mamma person. That call out to see the phone bar. And I will be an ambulance bar. Yet I'm calling in our chair there. Hey, now, make us call about Kukaze or more so from an yen. Now, the Nippano almost so from Kwame and say, I feel no more young wide. omo ye ho topic ni ho sensani adiade fine but kamen ko a enka gender we say no for no omo form na nsi form na de happy a ya su ofun enenam kurom no e di be 300 years for so ya roba na se uti bone na se u sakra na o show dem kan later you must voice bone a ya sa ba becho munya na sa na mun for case we and set example am I ya sorry a ni di ifunu ti agro ya su ofun ye chete etimi hihie funu gina woni ye oh masa na ya na ye mi ya se onipa na wowu no enye ne pe no di wo yale ena ebia ekun no but yale na ekun no no je se wu yale na but ebi mi ye before ni eni me sa obro ni nko sa adi we yo woni se yale ekun no won ko no ejino yenye wakunye ya obie sa topic we dia mun faso Ghana ye mran ye chia no mun faso na mun twitwe aketefo ni amani nyina tada nyina za fa mejo yazi woni nyame yi
Radin Council. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mami BIAMAH.
About your dinner, maybe I'm free.
Yo, wa unia bema okrumansa ena meka say ewie.
I first actually for what to say.
Oba dia daroma atiasefo ho den ti se konkomafo agyan.
There are
Ene tire konkron.
It's you.
Meka say atiasefo ene nsawomfo etia o papa omutie.
Ene
waduma pa oye. Asin so yeda was say watumi akura o papa asundwemu.
But your mommy
o mami sorry yeah o mami asundwemu nyame hira. Yedi kan kura no adaroma edi enchie mu ohwam edema Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia ene nyankasa mi CEO of Ghana Library Authority eye Hefosian obodwuma papa oye dachi and some graduate MP Lichiano awo baby a owo bia
a chance adaroma wakosoma
yo mate me pacho bebre efunu asema ye ka no enye nia oda adaka mu a ye hurihuri no na woka na mo nipa na wawu a de ntoma akata no no ana omo apagya no a omo hurihuri no me pacho ntesa
no krayanko
very good sir wokan amamra no the 1992 constitution article 41 na I say ama obia ho kwan ama otumite association na otumide no dom ekuo biara ope na eho no ene sese yetumi ehye amamra no yie na ye make sure say enye se ebejai obi biara no aye nia ope na mo no se obia wo ye nia wo pese obetumi agane ekuo bia ope no ye de emra edi babata ho because edipa bebre akosua enyema bi court bi fi baabi ena omre beka ye hanu a edan musudie edi maye ebia ne se woni ye sa no ewuwe yo oh eti ye se bebre se empenifo ne ahemfo a wo manmu ene woni ekebie bemu etro emra yesra mu muntie na mu fam na nsi fam na ne sesa mu ye na sadie etubecha no na etuoncha edo ase bebre
so ba say good afternoon.
Good afternoon, BIAMAH.
Acho dini baby afi.
Midiane free farm kase free kantemanto.
Yeah, yanko.
Moni ejuma pa o yebo o man Ghana. Na nkufo nshira no ma onyansa ne agyen kase de. Out be ejuma bo o man de bia se ya. E mambo amai. Asem we na aba no hu. E se Ghana hanom no ya fa bibia tra. Yesus Kristo. Enti ye niema bia ya na ye nwene ho. Se se ukra de se kama yasi kadumam te bi so asa be ka ho a ama de niema bi wo ho no ne ya menti asenim ene akwala ya boni o school kra yasi e mo no akwala ya boni o ye mo no yasi human rights e fine ko si niema bebre ade wo yesi enye na waswofu ibi efunu kra na dada kamu kra no sense enye yi tanke bia odi bani nam kromu enya peje funu a anke ekọ esieye ada said you cross only them we fuel question what efunu a enada kamu di nin adi mercy I want ejenimo abe kan sembi mi ne nyajo say obi wu a ejo ye no e say yamani enti do no mo ye na yamani ana
wadaru mejenimo na won fra ye o ene obi
na bonsu
ah
odise ba na bonsu
wɔse wonsa no ɔma reference bi sɛ woyɛ adwuma bi na sɛ woyɛ a wo nkurɔfoɔ bɛyɛ amanneɛ ne adeade ma wo no sɔre sɛ ma mɛkyi din no ɛno sɛ ɛnyɛ deɛ ɛyɛ sɛ wɔ nti wɔn no a wɔ nipa no wɔn adeɛ no wɔyɛ no sɛ obi wɔ ɛsɛ yɛmfa no nto adakam ne yɛsɔ de nam nti wɔn nso amanneɛ no anaa wɔn yɛ ɔkɔtofoɔ kora sɛ wɔn nyɛ ne sei ɔn sɛ deɛ teɛ nti saa nneɛma bi ababa ɔman wei mu no mo yɛnhwɛ ne yɛsesɛ nneɛma bi yɛnsesɛ nneɛma bi ne yɛmfa mmara bi mmra because wɔn nyinaa na yadeɛ onipa no ɔwɔwu no yadeɛ bi yade kura kun no no a wɔwɔ ne nam a wohwɛ social media na ɔwɔde na onipa efuru na hu nsuo ɛsɔ ne gudu ɔso no so ɔn sɛ ɔmo se emu mmiɛnsa wu ɔn sɛ deɛ teɛ na wɔn etu adamfo no bi a wɔn ɔkɔ efiri sɛ ɔso efu wakɔ kyea no kora bɛɛ kora na ɔso kora wakɔnyɛ eti mo hwɛ nneɛma bi yɛ nneɛma tutu nneɛma bi yɛ na nyɛ sɛ ɔman wei na ɛbɛgye nsɛm.
That's it. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Actually, didn't baby afraid.
Oh yeah. You come again, mommy. Can tell you about Koberia.
Oh, Eja, young boy.
Where am I bring? Answer, Eja. Now me catch a number quality mistake. Who was deviated? Or one bang as of your deviated.
Ade.
Any by your friend of Funo.
Yep.
You've been a moo.
I made us.
Aha, you've been a moo.
That's it.
And you do back with you do a museum go.
You do see her.
Now, you catch a Funa or Giant Funu, appointing for Kitchen Funu.
Okay.
What else on your Duamokoto?
Okay.
And you never offend them. What can Funu Jamaica?
That's a for correcting me. I correction. Mate.
Auntie, yeah, Munka emu. Why?
Yatio, a Jenny Motuaso.
Auntie, the American Yan said, Daddy and Omakofa Banadia. Just say, one a quarter a minister. Yeah, as I be me boy.
No.
Auntie, a proper Cotona Bobuano. Daddy and one can now on Cassan Chile, not Daddy no Muncaso. Because I am Colano Crown and Nipawua. Yama, Madame Pamia Yakoba, the theory about the monocry and Trafio, who said, you better be Ansani about. Now, I say, you animal craft will be a Jama and Palanka and Catino in a idea, no more bonds of Mamu. On Yamata is true, and one in part of the Yamus, when you saw any of you. But yet, so that's it. It is hard to know about it. Or more than some baby, Castle. Mamincha, a ronque. Junior, I will, Quabinia.
Medasipi. Hello, good afternoon. Pacho dini baby afrefe.
David, make us a better junction.
Yo, David, yanko.
If you say I can, sometimes social media now can make us work. Harding. Say, a mom rainy, a money na, you see if no, and I will be war, your man on the GDC happening in action. Any AKWAFO de any quan say, African forever. And I mean, only say, ya him for no more like you do Mudia, no one a master name in our person. Because it will be yes, I do winners often, and he see, actually say, a mom rainy a mania, senior, no watching us. Ninjili say, Ubi Unsua, Ubi Subaka for yes, I didn't again. And tell him for no Mudia, no, and your brofona, ye canoe, a mom rainy, yes, a bear abesheso. The end animal ye, you muja to hono, and on a black baby soon. But all by and one between in action, and Obeko, he be cruel to Crano. The official is over change a politician, but no peace carefully in change. There was a 1 year money crew named 2.1 yet. Because we be woo sometimes in Camophone will be woo just say, any panel per Jenny in a done a crew and I saw a yawum. And the old Yenny Nano, when yat and cowing. It will be now obey us animal we and son walk up with you know, punishing pana wuno. Such as internet phones will be why you can a chat and bonnet. Yen could they impo as a cranny and far and could be one yen see panu when you see. Scanny be wunanka because of who is can it neck ye see when you see. But you won't say yen you didn't fuck with Tiani idea, you did not walk or watching it. But it will be why fanny didn't panam crum ye did the boys. And yet, I am for no form when I form. Maybe you will be seeing here and just say, a be a betnas in a politician on Brand on the Moviska. Sanya Mo women in our count, or man saying, enema we na ka wona no me e ba yen so oye adwuma wunya sia small akolake to about 35 years ni wo mu 25 years ye nyini nche because enema bi a ye di en ho akoshisem nti na me bo wa me show e de me bremu ahemfo no a ye di o mo sisi ye nim so mo mo aye no o mo na me bremu o mo pa
that's David that's hello good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mami Soja.
Achodi ni baby afrefi.
Ya kota mi Frefrika so. Mami mfa sakwen we na minchia obatampa hawo kumsin. Ewa adwumapa o ye wo kasoa. Na minchia mia mi MP papa Lydia Alansa Sairam. Ayawa so wagon MP.
Bacho to aso yenko.
Emto mo na ye beto abamo mo. Mami bia matama na me yakola 48 or 50 years ago. That man ye wo ye krom. Say ye wo ye krom a. Na me na soma me na aju say me ko fa de wo dem bre na. Me duru prona no anama kata mani. Na me di mechi na ko fa de no. Enso nna no. Ofuni ni da hwanu ma nkwala na omo pasa omuhu dia esi. Sese no yen kire yen kwala no say no ma bi wo hono ma ayese yeye enne tete no obi timi diduane na wa bi aka na odi ama enenana ana so obi obaba even na o man kasa kra na odiduane kama omo a omundi bia nti na ofunu da honom na nkwala munnim de ekunu na mo ya isa video no misi mi hu say kwavara o ma dress white ni adade na mo bi o mo ye we ni adade. So sometimes no I say the o ka no e no kra say ye suatra e na bi mu a aya o mo ye nti mo ma ye ntu o mo ye sa no fo because e o kan mi kra no da bia meka me say mi nya kremoni but mi wu na within 24 hours no I say me call asase because me try to hon me man de ebeye bia no me nya be 48 hours and 72 hours na yesi mi me mpese obi abe jojo mi funu but me fa kwan we so na me ntia alankojo chilamante the incoming president. Thank you.
That's hello good afternoon.
Mami Soja.
Bacho udini baby afrefi.
Mami Soja we wa ni abe ma na amwa kwa be kata si boy o ayin so no kon so.
Yenko.
Mami ntia incoming president Dr. Mahmoud Baba de obi am senate Mahmoud. Mami Soja. Kamia kwayense isi no ọman na ase mmara enye adwuma awọ Ghana ha ama obia eye de ope na me tase ko ma me ja metimi wo se eye tumi a yadi ni na si ahemfo ne nsem a ene ohini tumi se obetimi atwa obia asi ni kurom no na yesi democracy no ana ma ọman Ghana na isi yetike ya mamre ani ye ko se yetito na afọ na ka isi se a ene emu a obi ewu aka emu eda ekokosie no yekema emu no asina gbonwa ye bosama mo edi eti edi nam kurum bam sida eba ne sen na ba ne si ndi ebe se mpe ko se je san fa timi bi she ahemfo ne sa na yefunye tumi a ene ofesa ke fe wo ahemfo wa ma anka na e ti twa abo but maybe ye si democracy ti ohinu tumi so also do aye se ofewa opa na opa abeko opa onko get ya also but ti na net ahemfo tumi no no mo kasa na edimu ndi ye fa jama tumi nfa e ma ahemfo no na ye fun sha mra wo mkom na ye kuri enimu because of samja ya iliga magala se ko se man ye ko se yesu se ka ahemfo tumi pa o mo ke de uma samja ka ibet na ko e iliga man ne ndi gala se ko se se ne sa so le esta hedi ya ko e political pa ya e democracy tiro ai tumi na mo man pe ni tiro ai na ma ahemfo ye tumi fa ya adwuma ye best say en pen ko no se ye ma ye tumi no for mo man Ghana ho ba ya hwe ya o man we e be bo o that tumi ma fra boy so da scam ka o
Nsome da sipe abusuafo ha ne ye nkɔso nyina ye de mo ebese na ye be so mu amo akwa aba amo akonwa tena so bisa akwa so ayama ananya za no mo ye no ye so kwa ye mbisa okwan so a one ma so saa wasama do one ma so saa kopembra sebone no ayo se nso ko na akɔnta popere ho kɔnta mu o time wankasa beso ne asoyo amo akonwa ama wonsuo ebisa akwa so Enti wo ye bibia no wa ya hweye Bible say ye wade nyina ho kwan na nso nye nyina ne fata ye wo mote me na me kan say Bible na da ho no mo no a ye hunu say book ebinum hunu say book keke say even eye book teta bi kra na wusua wo kenkan a ye wone ma pa wo mu a wo fa e de bo wo bra be si yi na wonye kristoni na de wo se wo read Bible na watie de Bible e ka say menye no a me nua wo be kwati bone wo be kwati yare na wo be nyina che e di nkwatenten amen adekima wonye anyamfe Pre-senior high school bill and a nagrate dia to aban sa ban suspended na stakeholder consultation and sana odia ko parliament eno na ban beti ana sa suban na eyade bia nya ban baako aban abako nyinara empempi sa ban the policy bi ba ye wo offense in drafting policies ye was stages any baby e bia e play wo ho na dru baby e wose etimi yes our policy no education ye policy no ho nkyerɛkyerɛ emo manfo hunu sɛ wei na ban de ba yenye edu wo ho no mo akwanyan ne akofa ba betum ese stakeholder and consultations ne ade eni mebu ho no mo aban de ba wose etimi ye nkyerɛkyerɛ ema Ghana-fo no ebi at a example amede ma e-levy ya ban no de ba education bo nipa eno ane say rete sam ane atwe na basa ne sre NPP ni NDC sa eno mtam de besan yekom what you say sabai the policy bi ba eso mu take wo mo time wo ma draft stakeholder consultations wo ma ye education wise na NCC for eba mu no na wo so ba ye educate mo ade we ya ban de bai efa so we ni na wo ho etisi etimi ya ebeboa yen ebeye se ana emoa yen somo ezwe yenye mu bia yenye efiti ya o aban se team no de aba ebia ni introduction of certain taxes ena offense plastic manufacturers you so on strike on by demonstration with the 5% offense import duty say excise duty with the ato wo money ma so what you say already now mo brother da itika wo de ba no at least wonu wo mu nhia wontena se ehun se the economy na ye no ehun be hia se se this tax ne ba wo de ba beji atum at the end of the day Ghana for and be san ba begu ye so ne ye bre enti government ye policy bia education wise letting the people and as stakeholders involved in fact eya na buakam omunya sa ade na nya suban papa omonsesa eti ebi na asi wa hai nagrate se aban the free senior high school bill ye besesa ye nwumasua ani ye bedane nwumasua nani say junior high and senior high school ye be kabom and 6 years continuous edu wie class 6 ukọ senior high school 1 ade we ya amode bai mo anye stakeholder consultation ena nagrate for mo so ka stakeholders no wo say suspend it eno dan chance so cement price regulations eno so na cement manufacturers wo musun esa aban no anye stakeholder consultation na hwan minister airline no wakole no parliament wakole Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and I know so General Secretary of the NPP and work and was a bad debate here. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Obeku Kruman Payinda da Mahama, and the reform say to sa, the chief Ubian Hun. Was so I crado. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I read the pass a bad debate on the former President Mahama. Obey said to sa. A fay and the flag bearer of the NPP, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Vice President, or de ne running mate ya what you suno. Ede kwa the National Council of the NPP. Ede ne be mensuare evidie so de ne bia. Meeting na here. Who juice dada and what they ba bachelor when the farm stamp so. It is one beji atumo. So amonyin tumu and the eda wo mo ankasa bam. Omo asem because one emereko time ni ho it is amubaji atumo samunyi ntumo ono no esese ne awie ne be hu chale enti wie be ye de ye wa ye watwen yem wo mo ekoye meeting no mu wie de ba se be to ye nim hanko ansa na masore so oh why not mebom mama mate ai eti abusuafo we ne nsima hodo na enne awie yi ye ba be se ne koso na yetimi abobo ho na yedi ho enkomo na yaposaposa ho kakra na nyame adom Mr. Yawasanita no waba be come ho as a political analyst Emmanuel Adote Alote of the NDC osan NDC parliamentary candidate for Anya Sotium ono so beba na set of fair ono ne oba abesi NPP amayuko no anemo yedi asire ne kabia Makunu Ghana Limited for won so ya sinimo na yedi dwumadie aba beso Mr. Tano ewie me mo ha o
ejo so mame
ibi abokode
ya mi adu me shranko
ya da Kristo ase mi nso ogusu hira me ogusu hira me pa wada ma na ye ka ayi efunu ya ngrofo yi womo ya na womo di agro so womo di agro obi say ebinom last form of last respect e no no so me de mimi hu ne sa say efunu eda adakam na matam na si akonkon e di bose e di yedede se di minim se nipa na ni so awu no awu o se te san yi o ebi e phone lines asamba akwa papa bi kan yese nipa na wo mo sam emu no e di si wo mo ekon ho oh eje ne mo ba jo fa cheme emu no e di si wo mo kon ho miensa ewu the health implications and the moral aspect of say ya kan for any said you see a cry yam say yan kramofo kra so a menye ni say say bi akrobofo ana say bi a first ayigbefo e bede da emu na omo dia yesa show off sa that no
ame me was mama fa akwen so na men share atiefo ni ahwefo production team one kasa adwuma ko faraba enne na mo nkrato ma adwuma ko faraba na aka say ensan kokomotie ho
amopo
ndinche se be fa Father Dixon so
okay
enkrane fi Daboase Senior High Technical School.
Oh, okay.
Omo headmistress, Madam Irene Rebecca Ampao.
Irene Rebecca Ampao. Ono headmistress. Daboase Senior High School.
Yes.
Takwa Daboase.
Say uko takrade.
Yeah.
Na say bibi beto bia on social media. Last year or so. Yes, last year. Can one sem ebona baso can sanka all the secondary schools between Muletisa Yinanka Beboa. And in my opinion, I appealed even to the Ministry of Agriculture, Sanko Ministry of Education, and team up. Nanka all the secondary schools and I say all the schools in this country or more assassin. Yemko back to the farming system.
Oh, okay, school farms.
Nanka. More into me and more feeding of the more added the needed protein. Until my mate Irene Rebecca Ampao, the school na yet Daboase Senior High Technical School. In order to protect their land, me call West Africa Secondary School.
Oh, okay.
At the time I'm quite not sassy at Daho night and Yasasketwa. Even that it was encroached or it had already been encroached. Na Yanyashi and Fahu and ne to me bought as no West Africa Secondary School. Also more encroaching upon all the lands that Nanka are down. In order to protect their land, more a policy of 1 student, 1 coconut, 1 tree, 1 plantain at the Abba. Until as we speak, no, more 5,000 coconuts at the Afa, almost school assassin a share. Almost send 2,000 sackers of plantain and also school for now. Maize so ma cultivated 10 acres. Cabbage 2 acres. And okro ne cucumber ne other yaduamono. And also omodria pea. Omode boa school feed no. Staff so enya home faso. Na omo a dan omo AC. I want to believe say I ban a chassis whatever it is, but they have only erected the pillars. Structure ni si ho. But blocks will be a because a technical school, whichever, they have trained their own student na share blocks because see what and tabo no modi abro bram na omusua de to make it conducive for learning no more ankasa student no final year for the form 3 for no more share blocks no until they are appealing to philanthropists no se men kan kire ura kwa me despa na se me de ma taba endru ho na emom ye beto nkra na kwan bi obetumi afa so aboa wo in any way either for something to do their farming or to help in cement to say ombekwa nim kakra wo mo school no enti media farm from at the end of the day no dia father
official omontro
sa pepper na market me say onye no official I've told her to make it official na omomfa mesi adwuma wura so na nensaka ebia na otumi ayo omomwa enti me da ase maame asema odi abeto dwan me ba na meti asante achima kutu ase
I want to see you
sa asem see
wow there how many years
5 years atwam
hey
but I feel am say abeto social media
oh
na honko so hima no madam for papa na from Poma or Bronx US
oh okay
madam for pa na mame sa suban we obi mo say yesu atra okra okan bi yankosu yan free baby yawo
ye free hen by
that is the question yankasa na wo de bisa ho African continent he find wo so mo yes ade exactly nti yenya for some reasons ye nim baby asade ne fi ba na yankasa ye share ase with the designs of a particular coffin ye de be sie nipa based on adwuma wo edidi musa na ko ba ne say obi mu wo ho a omo sebe omo te ase no omo nyuma omo die bi ana nipa no wo ye stand up comedian ana say mani nsa omo ana say bi a wo kwan bi ofaso agye nkrofo ni ana wo kwan bi ofaso ye bibi because
nkrofo energy
yes mahu other viral videos nipa no sebe wa nya ne ba bi akono na we ya chichi esi na no set ni obi nso ye adwuma wo electricity ono so
ene unye we smoke na kopium ho obefro no wa bo se sram
obi nso ye adwuma wo electricity ono so ye na ko farm edua ho bebre ai abrantie ya so TikTok influencer social media guy yo we say okwa na otwetwe ni so uhun di omo ye obi da de senke se pa ne chese ya bobo ni pa na hye mu ana say de
odwuma na me be no obi nsusu ya shawo no owu e
omo ye ade no to omo so ya shawo omo ye the opposite ade no ye memma de no ya ye ede na to na na initially no the design of the coffins no where normal be a koba say begintre hama BBC kra report e won so it was a unique way of honoring nkrofobia omowu based on adwuma omoye but you jump from sa unique way na nka ebe augment your friend is saying tourism no and na ye dia way a ye yi body ni free mu e dia be fam
because obi eye adwese bia meme kasa o microphone anu
yes
na should in case say bia nyame ato nsa freme it will be na ye console na ye microphone say na bia edmesi ani mu adedame ana say me fu adaka no na bia omo aye no te say microphone ana omo anwe ne say console bi eye ni monyam hye
yes say adwuma na wo ye
yes
terrible nchaka wo ye the microphone omo ye kama na the omo ye sisia no e be say the unique aspect of adding value in terms of tourism to the way you honor your dead no omo be ya masade na say but you see mama we should blame the families of the deceased say mo na mo be ma kwan ama ya tete muni pass there have been instances if you crop your that can move be from and these days no crop when you infant to that can be to your con you understand until we are veering off bibia na nka be ma Ghana more or less unique identity in terms of honoring our the deceased to that side wonnim yare kro sanya yare bi kro na ku na se ka na ball no enura ye dia abam no enne se bi nsu e be free mu a wakoyi na fi much adahoma blog na fi mu kakra but afimu no na enye se afimu kura ebi mo sebe wu wo mo sa na mo da ho ya de mo kama kama ya pa omo achi nyina bibia ni mu enti ntoma go ne ya de ahyehye ni mu enti wo a wo so an na ya pam enti ba bia ya pam no ya mpam no te say obi a wo ya live a ye no normal operation ya pam a ye siri no ya pam no biara enti wo a wo so sa de no sa nsuo na efi ni mu ni nyina no egu ho medwinwa mentiase Indonesia they have a culture omo de ne say omo kosie ni pa in a very solemn manner na omo sie ni wi a ebi a afeso a and I say there are certain years edi ebi o ha 1 year ebi o ha 2-5 years ebi o kro 10-20 years no mo se ko tufuru no
amre bede
omo ko tufuru no a skeleton na eda adaka no omo ne beda ewo efie
wamna ne beda wana ne da
efie fo no na abusua no omo ne ba bedi da no back nipa da ho nkola nyina ne nam ho a omo it's all over on social media you understand they omo
why do they do that
they rejoice they bring the dead back and they rejoice with the skeleton in trying to tell the one when say they still remember him or her enti ebi omo bedi di kro omo tumi ye table no omo di na
skeleton na events no beda mubu
no omo nyina so atwashi omo didi obi o ha mpa na omo da so no
and I use Indonesia okay
yes obi o ha say ne maami mpa na oda so no ne maami no da the same mpa no so they do very humorous things excuse my friend
yes I ma ne sama den
more or less to show say they still love that individual unya the baby koye omo de no but as to what I say nipa no a chesa na sabe ne husuo ni nyina atwe afi ni mu na body ni wo in fact e bi mo de wo hwe a the environment is such that say wo hwe body na de abeto ho na obeka say owu ye nche eso na atwa mbese 2 years kra and 5 years but they bring them back to do these things but ye ha no ya mamre de ntisa some of us when we're growing see you can say obi awu a efie na ya team no obi anu aduane nobody
we need you
enti ya maame mu na beko ayiye na se ye de ye wo fie na fie na ye wo no ebi a wo maame ko no ka che se mo no afufuo kakra na mo wo a mo
fompo enkwan munya nkwan bi
yes what is ye wo fufuo ba bi a efu da kuro no mu ba bi a enye se efie ho efu no da kuro no mu ba bi obi abusuani na ye kote se obi nso wo fufuo ba bi those days che se wo de wo ni timba ba kokoro po wo ye baifo enti ye nkola na ya ka fie na bi ye be kito di wo maame ana wo papa oba be di kura osie du be wo se edan pro na chi sei no hye ho eti se obi abago no waje simpa se na
ahoro ne za be pa na no
but and the party chenchirenche ene ye wa yi ase to the point to say ye kwa ye politin back ene ye kokose sanduane no
ene drinks
ye kokon enduane ho wa yi ase ama ka ma sembi ma sorry ne Olympic Church na me ye omo secretary for about 15 years na me kwa sorry for no no mo be ye picnic we said the those days obi am fie krasi abasa picnic me enja me la me take kura poda and na nipa no ye announcement can say obi bring your bottle and you make when Guinness bottle your friend say coke ni hwan me kwa stress me so me de kwa ye sana che so oba no aduane aba na mo nyina mo abeche and na me so me de me bottle
empty bottle ka de kwa
kwaje nsa nti wan ye kwa yi ase ekokunsa ekoprensa e de no ma siesie obi kwa we expect say nipa na ne bibie wo obeche ne no ma bi mo and it's not helping am I a boka more it makes a funeral becomes more expensive a burden on the families that have lost their loved one nti am say himfo e betumi aboa na in helping us no obusuafo na wo nipa bewu no ye strict embrace me nipa no matter what adwuma na oye no e ma obi a mebo ni chenchenche so no emfa ne nsa because these days omo kohwe omo de ne besa ansa no mo abeye emwa kra
me kai ayi bi a me hwe ye social media yi so a akwa bi asi owu omo kwa kosie na busuafo kwa kosie no enkrofo bi abasa akwa ne de omo ka de wawu no etu omo mpre mo nkosie no
yes
ya mpre oh furu da form anom se dey smo agimo
ebi mo so na ye mochire man say omo ka so omo betua sika no ze na omo ntua nwie ye na omo ada nti omo ye nsiefu no ketewa we mu nyina by Indonesia no enye the whole Indonesia.
Okay, part of it.
Part bi omo
culture no. Okay. Alo tem ba jo akwaba.
Mami.
Empom to say.
Na me adomo.
The radias. Now so emu no asama ye kan.
Mami fa kunya wonchia atiefo nyina yiwe.
Atiefo joso.
Na menchia anya so tumfo nso.
Mojo so pa.
Na asema mu discuss no me tell who was social media and I ask a lot of questions. Some of us no yenyi no say obi wo ye fear into me nda. It means na fear. Sade ni sila ewe ye mu. Enti me who social media, I wonder how they are able to get closer to the dead body. Ba ko bi am hwe ma me no na oye choba. Nti o we edini esi o otenasi before we know anything woman anyway no or fufu. Wow. And I think one footballer so away because a player be we are the same thing. At the age now, at the night football and so it's you. So I don't know why we do all these things. But I think says obi wona say you go G-body now, you have to go through some medical report. Anamiboa. I know about near Nipano Yaria ebo nansa na owu no. No such report no can was him. And for that matter, you be allowed whether to bury the person even in the public cemetery. And I say a circulated more or less those days, you know, yeah, those days so be in cholera. So what? When you come my is it my 11 on the Wager Highway, Kaso Highway, my 11. That's where they were burying cholera patients. So you before you take the body from the morgue, no, a report Yaria Ekonipano, and whether the person will be allowed to be buried in a public cemetery. And I say the person will be buried in a private one based on near Yaria Ebonipano and Sana Oguno. I don't know whether you should are reporting and Sana people are allowed to display with the body. I'm saying we don't look at all those things. Like I said, no, those days are you know, based on near Yaria and Sana Oguno, and I will determine where you be buried. I know past those days, you know, cholera patients were mostly buried around my 11. Yes. Over, I think that's behind the West is more top war. And Omujai. So for us to have these things, you carry the body on your shoulders. You didn't it's some way. Wow. And then you can watch him say, in free and all that, you know. Say, in Crofona, almost dead body, you know. It's affecting them. And
about 3 of them are dead.
You see? And we will ascribe this to spiritual things. This video I share, you know. In a recent thing. Oh, okay. Is you. So the point is, are we ascribing, if anything, evil reasons to why they die? And I say, say any medical reason be a so some of these things, and I think say our institutions should work, the law should work. Like I'm saying, so we will not say body in the crowd. There are so many. You have to go through a lot of rudiment. There are reporter say you have to bury the person this way. All those reports, you know, I think we should adhere to the reports. Before the people call ABR, I would know. Almost a report in who say such person can be buried at a public cemetery. So if the person ABR you're now, you know, it's a particular disease, let's say a communicable one, I don't think say the law should permit, and I say assembly should permit people to play with the dead body. Sometimes in issue, like I told the trouble who say on social media, no, my community wa fufu a trouble madam. Football are not so all these things, you know, it can affect the society. Nti you paying for so enhwe. Message pa na ibusan phone so enhwe say o corner say man report na. I think say omon kind report no na what really killed the person. Na and say if that's the case, no, and say people should get closer to the body. And so yeah, I think COVID-19 everybody say no. Anybody that died of COVID-19 say we are not allowed. Yes, we're not allowed to go closer because to me, as I know, be like go around. So the government must sit up and the assembly
and
so we should be very careful on some of these things.
Thank you. That.
Atia.
Akwaba.
Yeah, no.
Be abokode.
Yaminadom, yahoye.
Radiase. Ye mu ne ye fen said ye si kra mu besan. Ye mu ye siesie no ansana. Ya man last respect. E bia ye tai kan. So ye man last respect ye siesie na kan memu de. Sa last respect ye nim se nipa no so wo siesie ni ye na okwa. Ba okobo amane emma nananom ansamanfo so eba be hira wo eti ye boka na ye de asiesie na ba se bia nipa yi a yakofa na afri mo kira ba ye bededa na ye na kwabrane atam na sini ko ho na chese on de on tijai wo mu ye dede we de o ya branch especially so ya branch sia na moja mono a ye na ejai bi ho bi no kra fa hungu sa na ma no. How are you treating you, the moral aspect and then health wise?
You want to hear say, Mamincha Abijafo ne wo ne etiefo so. I mean, this issue is of great concern to all of us. And it's anka kama mumpu de ofo asem na anka yes say enu ntine yes ofo achi yanka na asem ye bone. Nti na anka de sa respect ne de ma obi a adani emu awo sa kwa no so. But me, all these while listening to my co-panelists, I never quite imagine because the effect of your social media, and then abbey. But I could be a chance, and abbey the norm in our system. And when tea, Sabi, and now to say, will be cry, and your accident that Kwan. Is a sank about one, near a phone, near the recorded the my life report. This speaks to your culture and as your mamrani a mania yatuna jejemo. Ti mesre sanka yenko tetia temponum yenko fana nanom wujade amude to ma ye de yenhwe so a wo se enchiri manso e fadisia na eno enchire etiefo nse se your bylaws especially with the district assemblies regulating some of these things they should be up in their game. And there must be that education to sensitize the public on the effect of some of these activities. Now the needed respect. I was say the man will be our baby. So the be nechi and now the memory left behind. Enkoye bibia. I say yabo udin yetum regu and I say yabo udin edi akoshe mrafo frono. Na anko banisa. Inti the mechanic say just as you can say a giant. A good master, no a bad servant, Social media, say them link are they shas, Yen regulate how you see a social media. Nanka a funum nanka you enjoy a picture. The pano nanka you enjoy a phone picture. But then I bear fanfare into be a chat no my life report. Into me and Fanny and quote it mono because I know nananum a dijaye by a crame canon.
That's I was for me pana a year crado our hand was see as like a coma Kuno Ghana Limited for now me shasia not just young quite free senior high school bill according to some of the stakeholders Nagrat Eka who be no much say there wasn't enough consultation to that it's government and suspended now engaging stakeholders educating the public on new government policies is totally missing in our governance system. Now, is it the right way to go? And now say, or see it me be fa home. What the policy they buy, and I just say, would you go on a year, Juma? He says, Senka, who engage stakeholders, who educated public, on that particular policy, MSRD and the entire end yet. I think so, cement price regulations are regulation, the PSC a year, Ministry of Trade, Omaka, some of the airline, Eco Parliament. Emma cement manufacturers, woman be consulting. It will be and we say be a minister be free for consultation or free meeting. I think say almost uncle since yes almost a minister and a council munko and then be brobiane the worker because there was a presence of the media. It almost said there be one more empty. Now so they say Ella no ya lay our parliament. Dr. Baumia, are you ready to battle anybody who comes for a debate? 1-on-1 gidigidi pa. And then so na NPP National Council one more ebe decided on Dr. Baumia's choice of running mate into and also so ye bompa esenka ye benya ebete ho popie ansana yetimi asori dwumadi so nanso say yantimpo a enkosi no nwotwe hwie bedie na chese ekwan adem ade na obi kan say ni enim dada no a but say banyufo e de stamp isusu Mr. Tano with this particular free senior high school bill it is shase ewo
I'm castle my party for no kasa
na me shase ewo so ba na afi the aba MPP so because omo na omo de fence bill no eco parliament
you see ha adwen na nsem so ha me if you say many fee 92 maybe yeah even when I was not active in party activism now my witness say if PNDC abreso EBBC NPP NDC say the trend is that politicians adwen MIN and then they implement or they impose the ideas and thinking on us. Into Sobasha, between the NDC and MPP, there has been a tango implemented by both. Way back, education, 3 years, 4 years. Way back, 4 years, yes, about 3 years. Almost yes, in between. And I bedum pempensua. FADA, it was a debate on era. And a school for dear. Momo era percentage was also and so. This, that. Not just about our education, but across the facet of our lives in this country, the politicians think and impose it on us. So we'll go back into history. And for me, I am a historian and an ardent and unrepentant Nkrumahist. Enti makenkan kakra fa Nkrumah no mabia oyeye. And the normal oyeye no will make sure say he went down to the grassroots to inform them through those days information services department INE ajonkulazi na vans na a green and yellow no and a bo normal aban person oyeye no ho dawuro e kire amansan ene nyame adawroma almost proliferation of edeben media and I say yes abaye to the extent say you don't necessarily need a van say onko baby no onko kan yensem maye and can through the media no and I propagated the agenda of the government but the government of the day and as a government ahoro abakono they will not even pay the media house to tell them say your policies ni say na pese no omo ankasa betuka achi omo mu ha nyina say yen when na ye beye I have seen quite a different agenda of the NDC and I stand to be corrected. Emma Obianso Njima no si boni say I am in favor of the NDC or otherwise. But what I have realized
no, we cried the message I found one making kind of before you started the discussion no bro be at the buy my me who ana bro Wafake new plan station circle and also mami BIAMAH please don't call my brother Mr. Sanitano as a political analyst. He is NDC propaganda communicator.
Those people, I think of a kid, you once.
Oh, okay.
Ye be a sinner. Oh, no, home, minimum, into a home, say, ah, into a kid, machine once, or some boy, and a bad boy, come. So if I came, Michelle, Munina, all the communicators, or Robonko Sibuatin, all those people, Michelle, Alan Cash Munina. Now, mammy, Sanka, and yes, or more dream my yanka, ya bra, was a sakakra. Now, Nkrumah time, no. What they did was that, for instance, the Akosombo Dam, or more shut down, call around and show videos. Name or more any prototype to say console, and we see those days, the New Yorkers need him. And I know what they call around the country. There was 6 regions. to omo de kora echin ba bia eyi ne video kire omo say ye see dam no said ye be ye ni na ye see wi a say na be everything. And the masses, because na a socialist party and a governance the majority, and I said the indigents, ye owning, and I say ye greater shareholder in governance. But as you see, with the capitalists that we see, they don't do it that way. And this is what I saw about them on my previous manifesto. They went to the people and they took their input. People's and similar thing is happening, that they go to the people and then ask, say, at the end they hear area, area. One thing they did under Mills was the commissioner of the UNDP, that is the from Kropo saying, this planning commission, National Development, NDPC, National Development Planning Commission. Unfortunately, I was part of the people selected from the various political parties. I called round across the country. Now, we held a debate with the people within that district. Now, I have we have 4 students, all phases of life. No more share ideas, no more regional. I do person. Yes, 40-year development plan. Now, say one can't ba. I do more pay or more region. Into that 40-year development plan was a very voluminous document and a concise way of changing Ghana. But for fear and water, abani yetuguye, ena ya to abati yamo, ena NPP buy, and they threw the document away, stating say it was too much 40 years na doso. From the time and another buy, say ye 8 years new. Until I can't 32 years. Until 32 years, now by now you be. But on the substantive matter, sending this LI to the your friend say Parliament, say ye be BEC. Na kwabrania train school 6 years. And son after 6 years, no. The S or twice could no twice. And come and come I would have
see why
and see what, but I would have suggested say 6 years near just too much to stay in one course. Say no BC untrophy into Uber Traho, not to say you are running through BC, your friend say SS. Didn't you say SS name one 6 years? Didn't you say you're eliminating junior high? Junior high has a preparatory form for every student to enter into senior high. And if you want to make it one, I think say the 6 years is too much for somebody to stay all that. So
4 years.
Yeah, because so what study? Most of the time they call an school now or more to certain age compared to a brochure or more. A baby school at a certain age. And if we want best practices, we should ensure say we are doing the right thing. And you cannot do the right thing by not involving the stakeholders. In fact, and yes, more much be involved. And yes, educational unions are holding on be involved. And yes, teacher unions are holding on be involved. Name even students. In Janka thereby your friend say national development plan you do same across the whole country. Now would you bisa I am for Baba trans no much or margin. Obia children are father larger code
Afra.
But your bobo be only a kuchi na fe ye diabeto a parliament and for debate. Ye be debate babia ye betumi de saa ade no ahya safe. Hwe also start can say ye can we ya omuntie no ma be implement na abafire. E levy ubo so cement die and also say ye mass why they call there have been other policies about we edeba the larger opposition e cassette yae almost da omo de beba omo de buy e backfire and kofa nsusu papa bia ama And you are bringing this one encompassing the lives of every single person in this country. Because akola ya won no oba be fa we mu bi. Ndi say policy papa dachia. Just it will affect everybody. Not just the student, it will affect also parents. Share free SHS me makasa sa besin say. Kwame Nkrumah implemented free education from primary school to university. And it is there. So, man, one started precompon policy or started free the north. And now we're in Kakra, a budget in Trehamo or Manimunina to the extent that university was free. A Buzia, Aban, and the Bessay fee pay, obey, say, introduction of fee paying or mutual. Inti, Moe Bible introduces a free SHW. People said, say, do it progressively free because infrastructure isn't enough. Almost said that because of populist approach to campaign or use it as their campaign mantra. Almost on bad, they will implement it. You can be to the point to say, almost can say the larger opposition was against free education. They were able to push their agenda to win election by using free education. Mame, what happened? Almost buy, you know. So wholesale implementation, they couldn't. They had to go back to the progressively free until almost free form 1. The second year, and they call form 2 for so. Third year, and they call form 3 for so. They used 3 years in implementing what they termed to be free SHS. Mommy, look at the repercussions of the free SHS. At the time when we started here, and even wholesale. Look at the chaos that we found in our various schools, our boarding houses. I am for the dormo a year, friend saying, chop box so a bit more the veranda so abonting. They couldn't get anywhere to store their a problem. Infrastructure that was being put in place. Up to this time, no, the ankese mu wie no kramu wie the mo share and say because of the free SHS no ba mo basic 350 from scratch no mo anye mo ba konkurapo at best the mecha system na buy no na mo schools be say 8 or more kakra endu 20 and but that is not enough to absorb the teeming people. And the fear is that they are not creating jobs in waiting for this so-called free SHS. No. In the next 10, 15 years, no, our more graduates from the universities now, you will see what will happen in this country. Even with it free, no, look at a car yearbo. You may have to pay 800 Ghana cedis per head for classes because of course, school, no, 1.5 months was some fee. And in that same so-called free SHS, no, we had to go on a BBB track. Red and yellow or something. We never envisaged all these things. This is the policy be back. Now you can say, "Mamon swano de San Franco and Meshe Conwa." Montias, young trust, young bobo. Not the right people who are supposed to be consulted. Young consortium, market women, associations are who a handful. Even farmers, because you don't want to your Mabeko school. Young woman, there's some money you do want bobo and sana. And yes, some of drink. Precompare, say a party policy, a ban policy, a bad backfire, a bad hyena. And for me, I wish that they listen to what Nagrad is saying and withdraw the ally and bring it back and put it on the table for all to, chew it. Na who say, a beko year mine, and a dear Chenchemuna, education minister, or the beba, I mean, who says, our policy way. It will inure to the benefit of the Ghanaian people in the near future as compared to best practices across the country or other countries. Mame, you are somebody, but I think they should consult.
Meda Sipi, Mr. Sanitano, and Oten and Cano. Said, my memory was way. Someone a bill, no, echo friends, Parliament, what they call SHS bill.
Until Mammy, no, I say, na, Minkase, about matters of education. Abribia mini opportunity de make can say any say dear amanyosem anase bebia o papa na mama etimi abobra kudu and until you have an added advantage over the other. The reason is says ankenye addition anase entitia yenye from formal education any the other ties say informal and a non-formal. Anka, I wouldn't know how our lives will be. mintimi nche se yanka ye besia boy bra siafa into education there na eho hia pa. Now from the policy perspective, I want to pick this discussion from this point. Say policy be about 6 stages. First stage has to do with the drafting stage. Alongside the drafting stage, or be a final consultation stage. Inti the onyan is doing no say o wadwin ponti a wode sa jumadi ni ba no. Or say o peg alongside with stakeholders na be benefit no. And no more mu chefa no. Almost more expectations.
Stages
so the drafting and then the
drafting
and consultation stage.
Okay.
So you do the two side by
Together.
side
Okay.
because what might not reflect exactly what the
What's on
people
the
are
ground. Okay.
expecting. You need that input from your beneficiaries.
Okay.
So that is the first 2 stages. The next 2 stages near approval and implementation stage. Bra when your consultation after say what do I do to amount for when you buy in, you need to get approval from the larger populace. And then you as a policy implementer no also dey near maybe to akwamu bitimi ensure say I don't know what they ban everything running smoothly without any hitches. Even if there will be hitches, it should be very minimal. There should be measures that will be control and if any control measures. Until say implement policy, you move from the drafting stage alongside the consultation stage, you move to the approval stage alongside the implementation stage. I believe say
but before implementation, there should be some form of education.
Obviously.
Or something.
Yes. So before you get approval, no, you do the education, then you get approval. Because if you don't do that eliciting of views, trying to get the people's buy-in, they wouldn't approve of your policy. And therefore, the education stage is embedded in the approval stage. That is why we've been able to
Ghana has say young governments are they don't do this as you are saying. Say your friends drafting a policy or whatever. No
consultation.
Do we do it?
Mostly, I see them to be doing it. But the point is that the needed attention na osanka omode mayeno. And now say bia omonso omode madwen ba no. They are not so much involved in the policy as expected. In the say bia omode omadwen kra ba kra na a bit limited. That is how I would say.
Let's use this Free Senior High School for example. There were a lot of stakeholders involved in education.
For students,
parents,
GS,
students,
education service,
GS, teacher unions.
Obviously,
teacher unions.
But they are the core of the program.
Yes, it is a teacher union. Be sorry, say they have not been consulted concerning the policy of government at the bar.
I was listening to your intro. The material is almost say they were not consulted enough.
They were not
if I'm supposed to quote you right,
they were not consulted.
Not at all. And that would be my doubt. Because I believe so called GS, we have reps of these organizations.
Now
being it CCT.
Government to suspend it and engage stakeholders.
I know the headline. Antia, and the headline. The devil is in the detail. So mostly I say biana consultation and then enough and far more. Remember I said policy be anywhere will be accepted wholly by all and sundry. Right. No matter what. The brilliant idea in this world will not be accepted by everybody. And therefore there will be stages where people will present their reservations about a policy. But for me, the most important thing is that Yemisa who say policy ne eya de papa na. Policy etimi aboama omobroni baby ene wanya nidaso for the future. Anka enkane de oniman so sorry na ofa ne sekan na okonu koku ase kodo. As to say koku na odo ase no ebeye den se ebeye den. Onim said that will be in the future and I say enye no na be in the future. No onim but ene or the opportunity to further the education. I always say an enlightened society is the best way to go. When you should cry now say, why dream muda? Obi beti hu no waso mu edwa ko bia also de ko. Nti let's not only look at a few negative aspects now people may want to focus their attention on and leaving the most important aspects now and try and leverage on these kinds of policies are life-changing policies. And no, that should be our focus. And say me to also with the stages policy via coma. Unya these 4 stages you need what we call the law versus the rule.
I know I see
the law versus the rule. Rule any policy now the abano. You need an enactment to back that policy now the abano. Because I didn't know unya emra the back. It helps to ensure smooth running of the policy. So the be implement the policy. Now you say free stage A, uko B, free B, uko C. And no kwadanche e boama effective organization of the policy no so eba. Into unim say free senior high school ye dia bay. Enye say odo ba no to school keke na etua no school fees. Textbooks eka ho. There are interventions I be more at a point there should be other interventions I was say or the ba the bois. Making sure that teachers are trained to be able to go with the current trend of the educational system. So these are the things policy bia go through. Now, I mean, say one of the key elements I would say policy bia sunya a review stage. I say among for free senior high school a dimra I would say a review. I have never contested that fact because
someone I say mom some review no some betwem.
I was say obi customer, you don't just look at what the person is saying, but you tie in the personality alongside the message. Because and as some can say obetia shegua majinadi
what's penalties baby is
and fahu consume the boy hina. It is that some catch you say board the ho obetia check the number of goals as some ashe as against your aseno. So the probability say obeshe higher. But AKWAFO be a sebe course crowd more bida. Not na kunya work up mu say on two penalty nche. The probability say tension crowd be fana man about nche higher. And this say obi ka say papa bi say obe review free SHS. Na ni intention ni say obi twemu a.
Ono so anka so obi twemu.
Sabe yesi kwatre kwa.
Na mo chechem na mo say ni obi twemu.
Wo de nya botre mame.
Nim say review chese ye twemu.
Kwatre kwa so obe mantuma. No what you need. And now no papa ya no ka chese over 2 billion on fan ko wuram. Did be ambisa say papa na afide wonya 2 billion obetun de wuram ana. Ne nkro na ka kire say free education 419. It say na free 419. No matter say 419 biom dia. Omo ka say be review a e ti say on be beta no. But still omo da say gina free education 419 ni mu dia. Na de 419 ya. Udu sika ba ko shem. Bibisao ade a wo waka say for na wo sika be shem ba bia unkosu ya wo no ho na agbo ho ban enti mostly nipa no track record o de aka ni nsem bi atwam na mamu ya ka say de o kan de say na o pa kire because there interview nko enante enti for me the benefit of the free SHS na ababeda ho ama access ama equity ama affordability no. That is where our focus should be. So in the next 15 years, the next 10, 15 years, and then the answer then who phrase just so fast so papa. But in the next 10, 15 years, check the number of graduates I will produce. And I believe that is the reason here, Abano, I am back on a deliberate industrialization. Take it or leave it. People may have issues with how our policy are being implemented. But as I said earlier, no policy be anywhere ubenya 100%. Me crime it here, minya bibi wa mabra boma anka mesisa no. How much more a larger community or even a nation at large? Inti say a bad policy there. I want to say a national asset be abeda ho. I will say yina ye de adwin ebeboa na etimi yi. I believe say Dr. Adichum has been one of the most effective ministers. In your more the other side cry be jatum say ni leadership there onye nyinyimu oyobia otie in consultation so share agitation in the labor front as far as education is concerned and can even anka I so about 3 months biabate say a cost strike but na teacher for cost strike say nye allowance na ye marketua enyo marketua na ye one thing or the other but now what we hold the front very united. I believe say various concerns now, stakeholders now regional. As a listening leader, no, you factor them into it. And I said, if the need be, obviously their concerns will be considered. That's far.
Thank you so much, Seth. Alote?
Mami, I'm said 2 weeks ago, na SITAC echo strike. College of Education, Momuchra Diano, if you are minuano on tea, say, or more complaining about musica same. Yo, Mami, first of all, no, I'm even surprised, say, Nagrat, can say, they have not been. Because some people say policy, no, I call parliament, minority spoke against it. And I young too. Because the majority leader, can say, NDC is against the free secondary school bill.
That's another you.
You see, this is the problem we have.
No committee level. So these were concerns that they picked from the committee level.
Oh, okay.
I beg you. I beg you.
I
beg you. Then do committee level. The bill has not even been dead. No. That's not even been dead.
Bill, see the core parliament. And
some now refer to committee. In America, no.
Before it comes to the plenary.
Boss. No, me time into them.
Don't worry, I'll give you.
Manika say
well, at the minimum say be a parliament. So a plenary and
it will be admitted in parliament before it will refer to the committee.
Committee of the society.
If I'm to go by what happens in the committee and as a concern a bill, minister ain't even 50 preoccupy and fast at all. Mostly or receive the buy-in of the committee members. Nobody can fine tune and sign on. If there are other further considerations they have to make, and we will invite public, any other stakeholders. Okay, even LGBT bill here. Check the number of times speaker referred to the committee on countless occasions, still trying to amend it to suit the current needs of the people. Indeed, that is how bills go through become a law.
Thank you.
Mommy, yes, you are there. That is not the case. A minister cannot just send. You see, it should be a cabinet document. A minister, you are working with a team. That's cabinet executive. So you must move from executive level to parliament. It must be administered first in parliament. And then it to be referred to the committee. The can say the bill has not even got there. And instead of making noise, and this is against. You see, I don't know why.
NDC committee member on education.
Doctor,
making some comments be on it, and tell me say, that debate, started from.
No problem. But my point is that at the end of going to parliament, the parliament will admit it, accept it, then they come and do one point. But we're in this country making noise, and this is against secondary school. Sometimes we meet here, and in the midst of this year, end to parliament, you will see NDC is against no. Teacher for Momuchi and Granad at the end. If you say I have not been, you have not come to me to say for my view, meaning say minimum. And now you can say what you know. I don't know anything about it. Minimum, and we are making noise. And you see, for a serious nation and a serious nation with serious leadership, why do you start this policy here? In Crawford now, because these are the key people who play major role in implementing it. Mommy, yes, I secondary school free way now. Many yen to me implement it. We only listen and make our buy-ins. Me buana. Teacher for now, they are not aware of some of these things, and we are rushing. All because election year, yen can't be big. Can then go in this movie. And that was the intention. That was the purpose. Wow. And then I pay me say Nagrat cry no movie, and that's serious. Mami Obekai levy, the same thing as here. To the extent that when NDC kicked against the bill, no, that was when almost some town hall meetings. Me finance minister, call run, check Jim Grofo ideas. You see, so everything is upside down. Mami, you see, say a policy will go through this stage. Say no kind. You will leave the major stages in jumpy just to score political points, I mean, and you want to say, and then Ghana say, because look at the policy initiatives, or more policy. Look at the way they are taking through the process. No wonder the country is on its knees. Go be a bazaar. We have to push you back. Now, Monko runs with the e-levy and town hall meetings, NGO be a buying. But Parliament should be the final place that you see, you should have gone round, walk around side, you'll be ideas, what fine tune documents, in the Parliament, in some, at least a or the issues against the Bubi and Eswa. Then everybody now listen. Then it goes to the defending saying committee stages, or Mashe, then also bring the ideas. But we know, most start here assume because meaning too much. Meaning democracy. And that is what we are facing. And no wonder say a country is sinking every day. Mommy, it's sinking every day. God, the kind of people are Mommy, many of us say, the reason why Omo feels say review me cancellation. And I'm disappointed in him. Because who can policy going through all the stages, but I study policy, economic policy. So I know what you're talking about, I thought, say, you correct people say, review has no meaning as cancellation in any book. But what you can say, or can review, no. When say, election is happening, then no about me be qualified to be an MP. Let the new president. But see, if you say more car, I know one on your mukota. I gonna say no. He doesn't deserve to even go on the campaign. If you are telling me, say, we shouldn't separate the message from the messenger, no. The Rabbi Umia doesn't deserve to be an MP in this country. So can say baby, or my reasons why exchange rate quite nima. So we can say no, or my reasons but he has done worse. Okay, about BOG printing money. And we say Usika. One finance as head of EMT, I am printing 77 billion in the economy. Okay, about double digit deficit. And recorded 15.6 under Orabaumi as head of EMT. Wow. Review simply means review. Every policy goes through a stage. After the monetary evaluation, you review. Secondary school, as it stands now, secondary school, no. And they say, yeah, come because you can't on news. You won't correct more school, common A4 sheet. You're sending reams of to print exam papers. Wow. Sometimes when I hear about education, I become so emotional because I have been there for the 3 years. I know what I went through before the child completed. Common A4 sheet, you have to send it before your child can write examination. And there are a lot of issues. Every month you have to pay. And I can show my phone. They be a money we pay every month. Wow. So when they say review, I go school. Yes, you and the we minister PhD. Review simply means that it's a stage in the policy implementation. Say after the monetary evaluation, you have to review. That is review. But they be disturb our years as if we are not educated in this country because of political score. And you see the young ones may feel say we will move away from some of these things. So I can't 5 months. No coffee. Oh, or no, already now or they are called retirement. Meaning this is say no. Debate so we shouldn't fall in some of these things. Review simply means review, and it's a stage in policy implementation, which you know. Because any policy you don't review, mommy, very simple. Wow. Now this issue of the BIAMAH policy be eba. MP before maybe government and Orabaumi and AKWAFO be pushing to parliament. The stakeholders have not even been. We have not sat down with them to take their view. No, I say more. My fun is just simple, because you are changing the whole. It's not about free secondary school, mommy. It's about changing the educational structure. Because first, who class 6 who called JSS, my boy. I go here form 1, form 2, form 3. And you write a terminal, examination, it will move you to the next level. That is the BEC. They say, year free, combining in 6 years. This is a first, no, you call O level in A level, no. Because first, no, class 6 need to meet your common entrance, and they call O level and A level. In fact, maybe including the current Attorney General, maybe the actual finish a common entrance at age of 9 or 11, not your common entrance, and they call Adisadel for the 6 years. Oh, so it's as if we are going back to the O and A level. Changing the structure. It's not about free secondary school. This bill, probably at the end that's a free secondary school. No, you are changing the structure. Same. addition from class 1 to class 6 no is different. From form 1 to 6 no is a different into ode BCD and SSC no. And I believe say ombesisa syllabus ni na say na be ya ni obesua no you learn a lot of things. On said those days in the old time no O level no usua ni na unless you get to form 3 before you specialize. Oh, into usua general visual science ni na into form 3 no not then form 4 form 5 no actual be a person wo kono. No the navy that is 3 electives and 6 core making 9 subjects. So based on the mark no, then you select your friend in 6 form. That's why 2 years. Lower 6 and upper 6. On the same area was selecting you know. The same thing if you look at what they want to do, the same thing is happening now. Me can say you see, me can say yes, so it involves a lot. I'm only telling you the content of your movie and say, and yeah, dear be say if I grow. Do you get my point? Well, idea be also say probably Odu form 1, form 2, form 3. New Bessiano will not be the same BC. Yes. And from there, you are moving to learn secondary school things. ABR, there will more a lot of all the courses are here secondary school no, to give you a free understanding of near courses. Say arts who who skills no, who interest no, because your interest will be aroused for the first 3 years. So it's a whole thing of the structure. And no thing is a 2 year bossy. Then koni boko na obi biara say yemfa ne nkasa no sane pano so embremo yen share ya adwin then ko let's not rush. It is not just about free secondary school. Oh not, and you can't tell me say ebanis secondary school nyina be 6 years there be the people will still be at their basic school abi be amoye form 1 form 3 nyina oh, and let's say be achi mota the form 1 form 2 form 3 account na 6 years be 6 years nyina achi mota oh.
Name no na asesa.
You see, it involves a lot, mommy. And yeah, DVD propaganda. Essentially, person win election no at all costs, break the 18 and say who go be moving. Abraham to Wasi and share document, the content, say, yeah, condescend. Oh, because if you say you are merging everything to make it 6 years, are you saying say me ko achimota me ko 6 years? And I said say me wo a private Jesus no me training hall. I'm saying another 3 over there. It involves a lot. There will be a lot of alignment. Oh, and one thing I say into your boss, yes. I mean, and yes, small thing, I can't say no. Yeah. I'm only telling the content, yes. And one thing I say into your boss, and propaganda, and I say, Obi, and you see, sometimes it baffles me how MP4 per se Ghana for who say, and this for we don't believe in education. We are the only government, NDC, ISC. Friend say government university 5. How can we be against secondary school education? You see 5 universities. Momo say 1. And this government too, mommy. It says see 9 polytechnics transforming them into technical universities. Momo say 1. And several secondary schools. So if you don't like or don't believe education, I don't know. Yes, say Ghana for EDC universities and several schools across the country. And schools under trees. Oh, so let's stop those things. Let's take our time. It's about the future. I say, who call secondary school? And I say, who call a new school? Yembisa u party card. And once, if I'm an NDC person, now say me back a school Ghana, he will go to the same policy. Me buana. And to NDC, MPP, the same policy. And nothing I honor saying to your bossy. Then share the content, the realignment, structure, BBA, now involving microphone now, they are needed. Then just review means cancellation. No? It doesn't make sense in the years.
That's it.
Mommy.
Thank you so much.
Quick. You see, what I say, so what you mean? I know Becca. I would say, said, it's not like he doesn't know, say, cancellation, reviewed, and your cancellation. Also, say, you know, be some question. I'm going to say, say, what to question of the month to do for what you see a review, what you see a
cancellation.
Yes, but you see, because mommy bizarre question, you know, it made you go back because you didn't want to betray your party. So you had to go back to say,
the messenger.
And you know, Chris, Papa, because free say over 2 billion for the
Nipa na wo can say now wo patch say he is against free SHS.
He didn't know money can
say 419. But you see, your running mate, Pauno and they, in his submission, a person na je opoku adman. Wo obeka ne ho ased. Wo say, "Ma many boka gu ho a wantria." And one of the eka obogo, the video is viral. One of the eka obogu ho no, a progressively free education ne ho ka wantria. It means that somebody had started it.
It has.
Interfor kra difference wo anambwa. Interfor say difference wo.
Say nipa bia so so na we.
That's it. And this will be a free progressive education. No be a ban or free education. Can we say they are the same? Can you say the way I implemented free education
from Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, for any count the beginning? Check it. It was progressive. Not Form 2, Form progressive. Because on money is let's stop some of this gymnastics.
Me ma dance here, ma dance here. Ono na dance here na dance here. But the tiefo na omotia bontin ho. Omotie ye. They will make an independent and informed judgment because omunim say progressively free SHS as it was being done under 2014 2015.
So much. I am Kwabena Freedom Billy Who from Anyako. Iron Lady, good afternoon. I am a strong NDC man, but I don't support the way our MPs following at so forcing to court. They should allow the judges to do their work. How can Jakpa only pocket 700,000 cities? Our politicians chopping our monies left, right, and center. Fire bend them. You yate. Yeah, that's it. Good afternoon, Mami Soja. I hope the only visionary leader who can take Ghana to the promised land is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and his incoming running mate, Dr. Napo. Solid team to break the 8. It is possible by the grace of God. Since the battle still remains the Lord's, Emmanuel Kwaku Yamoa Nedia and on a positive change anyway from Medina. Are you a teacher and okay. Okay. A driver, a mechanic, trader, a businessman or businesswoman who is going through hardship from the hands of this reckless government? Worry no more. Ghana's second independence is on 7 December 2024. John Mahama will be elected again as president to free us from all the mess created by this Nana Bawumia government. Regards to the CEO of 360 Service and Engineering Limited. Good afternoon, Mami BIAMAH. The most important debate Dr. Propaganda could do is to fix the economy with his so-called economic textbooks. He said in opposition that it could have solved Ghana's problems. Say Edway if you usu and on also so a day a buy. Good afternoon, Mami Soja. With all due respect, kindly tell Dr. Bawumia to go and debate a Kradonko. He is also a presidential candidate. Discerning Ghanaians are not ready to listen to Dr. Bawumia. The debate will not bring money into our pocket. The MPP, never again. I'm Jane Baptiste. What a call. Hey, we didn't the empathy of Fachamway. The Newtown at the film by Jane Medas say. Afei, Kwame Ntwini Aplaku. When is the special prosecutor Kisia Jabin going to investigate the NDC gurus allegedly listed in the Dubai property scandal and the 2.5 million bribery allegations made against Haruna Idrisu by the South African news portal, News 24? Also, what has happened to the Airbus scandal investigations? I'm asking because in the Fourth Republic, around 12 politicians, nearly all of them from the NDC, had been convicted for causing financial loss to the state. Kwame Ntwini and Meshaka Santi the welfare Masama appointed Napo alone as running mate has reduced the MPP's percentage from 35% to 25%. Somebody who has disrespected Ghanaians on so many occasions. How can such a person expect the same Ghanaians to vote for his party so that he too can become the vice president of Ghana? Yeah, God forbid. John and Jane all the way. Greetings to Sedem Afenyo Inkamen Ama Sama and he. Comments pillar 2. At the rate how things are going in this country clearly shows President Kufuor and Dr. Bawumia have totally failed and disappointed Ghanaians, and change has to be made. NPP never again. Okay, it's where Enoch as Amanka say and no so a day and no if we buy comments pillar 2. JDM no campaign message all about our review. But I moved. I will cancel. If you vote for JDM, inshallah, he will come and cancel free SHS. Anyway, regards to lawyer Michael Quay Jr., aka Gabo. parliamentary candidate for the MPP in Dom Kwabenya. Rachel Amasama. My lady, good afternoon. Incoming incorruptible Amasama MP said Dom Afenyo, my gangantuan again. Hey, mo hunamane. My lady, under the current Nana family and friends government, they have eliminated create, loot, and share. Now, what is happening is just loot and share of state resources and lands as Roman Ridge, cantonment, airport residential area, Labone, etc. This is the more reason why the December 7 communal labor to us and then push this incentive government from power must be approached with all seriousness. That is the only way this state capture will stop. Once again, NPP and NDC are not the same. NPP are nation looters, NDC are nation builders. Richard Edway from Asama and now Ode Eba Mefa and so on. Now let's move on. When we the message you make a because time is not on our side. Despite the brouhaha over the cement price, airline no lay in parliament. Airline has been laid in parliament by the trade minister. And then NPP's National Council to decide on Baumia's choice of running mate today. Baumia is ever ready to debate any other person. It's just say so set.
Yo,
pick it up.
Let me quickly add that education minister when the policy back up say or the bargain for say the days of grammar education it me can for we say I ain't even fire drain any and some fine in man no person movie a free horn mo now aside the grammar proficiency now benyano we hear hands-on experience and so now to me the ayo near man so by here retooling of our technical universities I won't say it infidel bebre and alcohol and now bama de STEM education ediaba TV ediaba so read Professor Anamo committee reporter he spoke about all these policies I was say abandon implemented ababy irrespective of the government in power so the days of brofo say names you to fire and fanya hwe na na some fanya hwe no let me everywhere because proper education has to be able to train your 3H, that is your head, your heart and your hands. Now back to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia presentation of the running mate to National Council. I believe it's one of the prerogatives as tying with the constitutional requirement as a presidential candidate. And I believe it's just going to fulfill one of these requirements or go through. I've heard people saying NPP are too late. But it is never too late because even on a time,
better late than never.
Obviously, on a time, cry as running mate, mostly NPP has always elected their running mates in August, or most often in August. Until we're not too late. Besides, Dr. Matupuku Prempe will not be the one to be projecting our policies per se. It's just to complement the efforts of the main figure in the person of Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. And we know the track record of Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Obaye what Timia be implemented about 33 policies. Obia what table intimate and dispute the fact that on these policies no ediaba. A bit is a drone system or diaba. And worldwide, any the largest holding system we are seeing a deliver. Inti and the Biana Africans be kwabro for Kokosia. And we are also paving the way, as it has always been said, Africa is the gateway, Ghana is the gateway to Africa. No? We also want to lead the way so that other worlds and other countries can also come and emulate. And then you have one identity system, Ghana card. On the buy. And then you have about 17 Ghanaians or more, 17 million Ghanaians or more system. So, and my one identity. And then so here, will be so far the Mrawa. Until we hear somebody can say on Famra Blue. Kiosk in champion. And you answer best send over the guitar address at their man. Point is that Nipana Okakwino our competence. Obetia performiana. 2. Obetia man a political capital. And he's saying, Obetia bois, I'm a baby or no tosino. I have a show on mana. And noontin here ticket. Here pay. Because I say Bernuswa. Emia. It is all no becano. Baby a Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. And who day I offer more honor. No, I didn't have a show. So, we share Dr. Matupuku Prempa. Or you'll be our leader. I didn't ya. Leaders are supposed to raise other leaders alongside them. Share Dr. Matupuku Prempa, Tamano, education minister. Even before answer by education minister, when we say now, on a now lawyer Vincent Ekowasefua na nampa through ono and I say under the tutelage and then Vincent Ekowasefua but we are rising through the ranks I mean they were deputy minister she Dr. Duchum tamano we or any deputy utimi didi na se kakra kakra and obey substantive. So these are leaders and their track record. Inti Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh there yentimi nkase onye competent because she implementation of free education no matter how serious and difficult it was under the tenure utimi tenase ehun sampa tikese ayo adwe say all the policies bi sa aba ama classrooms are choke dia itimi de novella idea bi ti say double track de ba abo aman ne nyina ye matimi ko school ni bi university some one double track anu ntina ye makwan ya ye wo sandwich programs ebi mo fie no na ebi so inside otimi eyusu na adwen ehun say ampa so the policy be sa balance challenges woman you don't throw the policy away. What you do is you find innovative way of making sure that the policy is working to perfection. And nothing and there's also track record of 2023 results. We share English, omunya 73.1%, math 66.8%, social studies 62.3%, and inter science 76%. It's a quality level under free SHS. Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh ebe implement ye no aboama your quality level akosoro. Timidase.
Alote.
Mommy.
Yes.
Him say you
have 3 issues that you have.
Yes,
to
the issue of Ghana.
Time.
Number 1, Ghana card and you Ghana card buy. Ye kasa yen kan no. O kasa ebia Jack will not be happy with you. Tell me Jack. Kufo. Misrewa. Baumia you know the Ghana card buy. And I feel so. You see, the thing was there already. And I was what you as well. Just let's say it. But let's say the Ghana card buy. And number 2, say me time sir. And I feel so say double track no na puna di buy. I mean sometimes it's funny.
During his tenure as a minister of education.
In na yenya nim na esi time and numbers no in na committee national no obi suggest here. Education is suggest here. No, you see, so say he pick it and work on it. But don't say he brought don't say he brought innovation say no the way buy. He has never even dreamt of that. On him that's the whole thing. He has no idea about it. The man is not even educationist. Obia educationist and idea any buy and all fire. Why you fine?
But was he not the education minister?
But the young can situate the thing in the proper context. Also, you see, it's novel. And you are yanka. And we have copyright. Wow, mommy. And yes, no copyright. And we have mommy. Oh, say yes, here no. Me, Baomiao, that doctor, His Excellency, Doctor Mami. The value is the same. Look, this time let's say Yakono. Ghana for ebe kai ni oraku for kai no. She was sitting him ubutum network. Those are the things that to be ringing. Exchange rate and then no ama the first can you say no. And then in toes at the kai turn 6,000 no. And not Jenny yent to no. And not to the crowd to account to see the second one. So the things we watching no and yeah Dr. Opoku Prempeh na to compliment when you know the value is the same. A Jumona edition will say the past 7-8 years no. What is the track? What is the scorecard, mommy? It may be our scorecard. Must say, oh man, no, everything is down. Instead of you spending time now to repair it, you know, we disturb your soul and it's going to make council of elders. I thought say you even do it in a solemn way, quietly, because we ain't got so. Yeah, Breno, you are just disturbing us with all these things. No, be incrophone to mean to the Indio, mommy. And I feel so. The next point, you see debate. How can he come in about and say I want to debate everybody on what? In same way, okay, last few years ago, no, I want to be your look at you and you. Look at the exchange rate. Time my name 3.5 no. You use words to describe someone. And now we are head of EMT and as 16 no. Which words should we use to describe you, mommy? Time my ton fuel the whole gallon in 14 cities. What do we say fuel price no? The major factor pushing no exchange rate no, mommy. because world crude no and I'm $85 per barrel. So the major issue is the exchange rate. And I'm 16. What you want? You never buy. I don't believe in it. It's like we are implementing it. COVID-19 yet here. As the head of EMT, we went to debate. Debate what? Use the time to solve the economic issues. That's why we pay salary as a vice president. And you debate.
Thank you. Is that done?
Na ekyerɛ wo sɛ dade bi twa dade mu nkonya no ebi mo ho yɛ den ɛwɔ ɔman mu ha nti ebi triumph in selecting the running mate for Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, but owura na post selection if he is approved na men cancel my own thing here na men cancel me say men cancel my own thing here na Dr. Bawumia's selection also has become a threat to a certain group of people. And I won't go back to analyze them, but they know themselves. So, party will not be managed like the way it used to be managed. I know the whole PFA. But, Mame, moving from there, the debate issue, my candid advice as a more or less independent person of a came person better. And if there will be, but has Dr. Bawumia himself through a challenge now? So on can or more tries or more pushes our agenda. If they want a debate, I think so they should rather let the running mate Dr. Napo, why education minister done, or non debate the running mate of John Mahama. Because in my candid opinion, and even in the opinions of the MPP, for Dr. Bawumia to debate John Mahama, Mame first of all, as what? As economic management team head, one is an economist, one is not. As vice president, they have both been vice president. Management of the economy. Is it about infrastructure? Is it about the IT that we've been talking about plenty? IT, who laid the foundation to the IT? The fiber optic laying. The Accra Digital Center, the data center, etc., etc. Which exactly are we going to talk about the exchange rate? Are we going to talk about failed promises and failed utterances? And left to me alone, nobody should put that agenda. It will not help the MPP. We are going into a very serious election, and don't do anything that will bring your focus on the campaign down. If you want a debate, let the two running mates debate rather than the flag bearers of NPP and NDC. Manuasi.
Let us say, I was young for Hania de discussions in United Mubesia Sadaka and comma Mr. Yawasanitano, political analyst, offense of a K, our problem, our home. And no edges so as Sadaka and comma Mia Medofo Emmanuel Adote, Alote, NDC parliamentary candidate for Anya Sotium and Seth of Fair of the NPP. The Munyana Semutimi Ebai. Afe ya memra metie for SY na yenkoye nim ebie telephone lines na atume 0302243540. Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon, BIAMAH.
Eba chodi ni bebe afrefi.
We only have my Francis attend because BIAMAH sama.
Yenko.
Ya mi shira wa juma obo said them afan you tie. George Raman Baba here. Mami na po Bawumia and Togo Conti in she tables. Omo nyina beto abade ati opo enye na po na beka kire ye say ye bisika kwakwa ye bota wejina obe demonstration ati opo omo ntwatew omo ase education ba mi ase economy the youth nse de ye ni apere no ye beto obo so atia December 7 ye beto abama Jordan ama mami to abama Jordan mama on ni nyansa beto bu o ma en amamwo mu nyansa he do mama dia ye to abama no bi su meto aso mama nyame kire.
Meda Sipi, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam.
Pacho dini baby afrefi.
Very sprinters, meeting the 247.
Yeah, yanko.
Na NDC for I okasa so there one bar bemida. Abadi put no the back. One person was worried back. Abadi pan what the ban you. Abadi no what the back. Only you. See your ebetesia akwanya why ye. It's Yako, Akoto Abanama, the vice president,
yani ya to ama okoboy okoboy no sita de boy no okoboy ya na da kan san kofa ya to ama okoboy ya to ma vice president na anyi ya to baba ma ndis ya to ma one come
Meda se was your for honey a day and course in your so ebesie. Edo bibia oji breti ya se. Azara kase nkoma production crew Jordan mi adbank Jero Saj my friend ma bankro na ya safo. Wadaro man bo mi chi dom mam di dwumade besom mo. Medin ede maame BIAMAH AKWAFO beti my friend BMZ 1. Me so la mic na panfo ba be je adwaje entata de yakofie. Me sorry ohun so ye wate na hwe ohun so ye obenyina chede m di jaw ewie eno no makra.